Hello and welcome to tonight's show, everybody. Good to see everyone in. Uh, yeah, let's get it straight into it. See who's left a message and yeah, and stuff like that. Who's in the house? So just got to flick through them, get all your names up in that. Hopefully, I don't miss no one out. If I do, sorry. If I repeat some people, I'm sorry. So it's pretty cool. I hope you're all feeling good and well. So yeah, I'm feeling okay today. So that's not too bad. I think that's roughly about everyone who's left a message up to now, all different ones. Yep. New comment down the bottom. DKUK. Excellent. Nice to see you, mate. David Droll Ventures. Cool. Yeah, so what have you all been up to? Uh, this isn't great at the moment, is it? Is that better? Yeah, that's a bit more better, isn't it? Hey, it is. Oh, we've got AU in. Excellent. Got Tracy in. One in. Cool. Nice to see everyone coming in. So I've been up to today. I've been out filming and basically it's a video that I've got in the pipeline that I'm working on. So yeah, basically yeah, that video won't be coming out until I've get the rest of the video sorted. But it should be a quite a good and interesting one. So yeah, don't forget to tune in for that one. It's related to the gas videos I've been doing in the past. If you that screen's doing me head in there. Give me a second while I try and get this sorted. Virtual camera, general, virtual background settings. Try that. Hopefully that's a bit better. Try that again. Hopefully that's a bit better. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. So where was I? Yes, part of the gaswork video we've been doing. And if you don't know what video I'm talking about, it's a 200-year-old uh, tunnels hidden under Manchester, which been found in brambles or something like that. I can't remember the exact thing, but yeah, basically found some tunnels in Manchester. I've done a little video of that. Now they've started working on that, and everything's getting flattened and redeveloped. So hopefully, yeah, got to keep you up to date with that one. But that was going to be my second part of it. Well, second gaswork video. But obviously, work's moved on, so I had to put the video out, and that video's out. The second one uh, of Gasworks was going to be the first one, uh, but I had a few issues with that one because the people who own the premises didn't want me to use a video. So what they done told me to come back and uh, get a private tour, which I did do. So I went and got a private tour. Now work's developing on that site, so I'm putting it all together and go to release that one. And it's basically going to document a major part of local East Manchester history being redeveloped. So that's pretty cool. We got marking. Ties in. Excellent. I see you, mate. We've got a few guests coming in soon, so yeah, it's not just got to be me talking on my own. So stay chilled out and relaxed. Yeah, I am. Yeah, feeling all right tonight. Not too bad. If I need to disappear, obviously I'll disappear and come back. For people who don't know, I'm not feeling great myself. I'm still recovering from what's happened to me. But there's other bits and bobs wrong with me as well. So yeah, don't worry. Not too bad myself. So cool. 2 minutes. Oh, Mr. Waltz there saying 2 minutes, everyone. So excellent. Nice of you to join us, mate. Yeah, so if we disappear, it'll only be for a few minutes and stuff like that. But someone else will take over the show like we did last week. So yeah. Uh yeah, missing a video. It did say it might have been out Sunday, but no, it wasn't, was it? I'm a bad boy. Hopefully I'll have to get the video out this Sunday for you, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So yeah. Excellent. What have you all been up to anyway? I don't know whether you heard or nothing, but uh, Adventures with Sog GTR, he's released a video just recently, like a video I put out last year, and basically he's been in hospital himself. He's had a heart attack, and thankfully he's well enough to put out a video and tell everyone. So yeah, go over and give him a bit of respect and show him how much you appreciate him making videos for you and stuff. So please do that. Yeah, Robert, that's good to see you. Yeah, Sog's the one that was filming the Fox while me and Carl went under the crypt in Manchester. So that's the guy who had the heart attack, you see. So yeah, so now you probably know what I'm talking about. And yeah, it's great to see him back on screen, explaining that what's happening to him and stuff like that. So yeah, life's a bit too short at times, but yeah, you just got to push through and carry on and try your best. Uh, too much of a shock. Yeah, don't all shoot over and say hello straight away. Yeah, don't give me another shock, please. Yeah, we all like a bit of sense of humor on this show, so pretty cool. Raining for 17 days. Bleeding hell, where's that? Queen? Uh, oh no. Yeah, all day. Well, and it's 17. Oh, it's 10. Yeah. Century, yeah. Heat wise. Misread it there. Sorry. You alright? Nice to see you, mate. Getting a few more people coming in, so excellent. Yeah, so like you're saying, I've got to get my finger out of my behind and get this video out for Sunday so you can all enjoy it and watch it. Because I like doing my videos, but sometimes it takes a little bit of a while for uh, just to get them ready and stuff like that. And especially when you're not being well and stuff like that, it takes a bit longer. So, yeah, we, I think we've got our next guest in, or our first guest, should I say. One more minute, he's saying. All right, no worries. It's Mr. Vault. He'll be coming in a few minutes. So that's pretty cool. Oh, my self-explore. You all right, mate? Seen in the chat the other day. I don't know whether it's this chat or someone else's chat, but I did see you somewhere in someone else's chat, so pretty cool. And he's gave us a thumbs up now, so here's Mr. Walt. Hello, mate.
All right, mate.
Yeah. Back to you.
Yeah. And not at all even in a gay way, just because we all need a bit of fucking love. And if you've had the shit I've had in the last few days, you'd be fucking gagging for some love. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what you want to talk about on here. You don't have to, whatever. It's entirely up to you. I'm not going to mention it. But like I say, it's up to you.
I'll talk about what I can, up to the point that I do want to probably leave a little bit of exclusivity, because I've got 2 videos waiting in the wings, ready to go. So right after this show, they'll be going live. I don't think they're live. I'm not sure. I don't think they're live. And by the way, folks, if it goes a bit wrong, right, I'm not on my normal computer. This has been thrown together at last minute, and I've only got one side of the headphone working, because I think the police yanked the cable, so now only one fucking headphone works, along with a load of fucking list of things that have fucking been moved and yanked and pulled and disappeared out of my fucking house, which have no relevance to anything to do with the fucking investigation. But that's okay, because I'll be keeping a fucking list, and they will be being fucking billed.
Also,
Anyway.
it's one of them ones involving them again. Yeah.
So that's perfectly fine, because I can keep lists like you keep lists, and we will fucking keep our lists, and we will bring our shit forward, and we will see who fucking wins. Yes.
So, how's Angel? Has she been all right and stuff?
Yeah, Angel's fine. You know, the funny thing was that I was not at home when the police came. The dog was, I wasn't.
Yeah.
And guess what? They didn't come in.
Oh, they didn't come in this straight away. No, not the first time they came around. No.
Anybody in the chat tell me why the police didn't come in? Have a guess. We'll make this a strike at night. We'll see if we can get your brains working and find out whether you can understand how the process works. And a lot of you are probably going, what are you even on about? Oh yeah, I was arrested the other day, but no, let's just rewind just for a bit of fun. So the police come to my house, but I'm not in. And they really want me bad, but I'm not in.
People are saying dangerous dog.
Kevin Quinton. Oh no, Dark Corners got it first. Dark Corners was first. Kevin Quinton, then Well and Unknown. Warrant, yes. Or lack of one.
Yeah.
They didn't have one. Yeah.
So they just came around. What time did they come round then?
I think it was about 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, so it wasn't early doors. It's just random during the day thing.
Yeah. And the only reason I knew they were there, bear in mind now, the police have got my phone number and they've got my email address, and I'm very easy to contact. And if you don't ruffle me the wrong way, I will come in and give you a voluntary interview, and I will be quite cooperative. But if you fucking rub me up the wrong way, no. You get what happened down in Exeter, which I'm sure they weren't happy about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, folks, if you haven't got one, I do not recommend Ring doorbells because they own your footage. But oh boy, an internet connected doorbell camera which rings your phone and you can speak to the people at the door, worth its weight in gold. But just don't buy a Ring one, because they own your footage, and Ring will give your footage to the police without your permission. So don't buy Ring, because they're wankers. Buy Eufy or something like that. Eufy, EUFY, because you own the footage. It's uploaded onto a secure place that the police do not have access to, and it rings you where you are, and you own that footage. And I'm really glad I had one of those.
Yeah, I've heard some things about the Ring doorbell. But the big questions everyone asking, King Bean Flicker says, did they take the fleshlight?
Believe it or not, that is still there.
Yeah, so that's safe. At least we've got that one all sorted and secure. Yeah. At least we all know that's cool.
And we've got a bum stretcher as well, like a vibrating bum stretcher. This will guarantee that you will be much wider at the end.
Hello, Adrian.
Yeah.
Nice for you to join us.
No, actually, folks, this is a Bluetooth speaker, so I was just kidding. Yeah. But anyway, I hope they had a look at the flashlight. I hope they touched it and then went. Ugh!
It would have been funny that the reaction was like, "What's this?" Then realise, that'd be so funny.
There was something. I'm really proud. There was something quite gross in the kitchen, which they probably had to deal with and get their heads around. But I'm not gonna say it on you. But there was something quite fucking gross in the kitchen, which I'm a little bit embarrassed about. But I'm not embarrassed in some ways because it meant they had to fucking look at it and deal with it. So ha 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 ha. Yeah.
Yeah, someone says you filmed some documents or something there in a police station. If it's abandoned, they should have got rid of everything out there, shouldn't they? Under the Data Protection Act.
Matty England, I'm glad you know what's going on because, that's the bottom line is they left a load of documents in an abandoned magistrate's court. It's been abandoned about 2-3 years, something like that. And there's a police station next to it, which has been abandoned for about 5 years. And we went in there and we had a look around. And I didn't even find these documents. Somebody said to me, "Hey, come on over and have a look at this." I went, "Oh, bloody hell. That's a bit mad, isn't it?" Filmed a couple of pages. As you saw, it was in the video. Flicked through a few pages. Blurred out some of the details for privacy reasons. Yeah. And then there's the photographs. Now, I don't want to say too much, not because I'm trying to hide anything, but because I don't want to give the police a head start on the fact that they don't actually have a fucking clue what they're talking about. And I went, no comment, because they've got it all upside down and arse backwards when it comes to the photos. But yeah, the photos are a whole different fucking thing.
Yeah,
they've got that so fucking wrong. I don't want to push them right. Yeah.
Want that video out? Didn't I see that? I'm sure I've seen that video. Watched it.
It was out. They asked me politely, could I take it down? I didn't have to. I was not obliged to. But just to fucking save some fucking aggro and show good faith, I took it down. It could go back up. But I don't think it would probably be very nice because the families who've seen this, the family who've seen the photos are very aware of what's gone on. And it has dragged up some awkward memories for them from an incident which happened 20 years ago.
That long ago, and they've not got rid of the files. Wow.
Yeah, it was 20 years ago. But the thing is, I don't wish to labor that for the family's reasons. But as far as I'm concerned with in relation to the police and what they've done wrong by leaving those documents behind, when there's homeless people living in that magistrate court and half of Exeter's children are back and forth there, because we've seen them going in and coming out, and some of that was documented in the video because we were like, oh, we can't go in because there's kids coming out. We had to wait for the kids to go out, and then we went in, and when we came out, there were kids thinking we were security because they wanted to go in. Half of Exeter was in and out of the police station and magistrates court. But who gets arrested for pointing out the obvious fucking elephant in the room? Me.
So it wasn't like really secure or anything like that, or it's quite open, like you say, people get in there left, right, and centre, and they were doing.
The thing is, we actually climbed up ladders to get into the police station. But had we known where some open doors were, we wouldn't have even have to climb up ladders. But we worked that out by going in there. We went, oh my God, we didn't even have to climb the ladders if we only knew this door was open, but we didn't try enough doors. There were some doors open on the police station. But here's the thing with the magistrates court. The police station was behind 2 sets of gates, okay? So you did have to climb over to get in. The magistrates court was behind 0 gates. And the boiler room, which is where the documents were, and why would you store them in a fucking boiler room of all places? That had a door open. We went in the awkward way, but once we'd gone in, we went, hang on, we could have just walked straight in. We didn't even have to walk in the awkward way. We could have just walked straight in because that's where the documents were. So that's where all the kids, all the idiots, everyone and his brother would have gone in the easy way because the door was open and that's right where the documents were. Yeah.
Yeah. I can remember the video quite clearly now. You went over it, basically. That's what's happened in the video, yeah.
I think the police have got some sort of idea that I took these documents. But I do not remember me or anyone else walking out to that place with documents, and there's a very obvious reason why. And anyone who watched the video might get it. I'll give you a clue. Okay? Read between the lines. I didn't have any frigging documents with me leaving that place, nor did anyone else. Anyone who remembers the video might understand what I'm talking about. The police are probably going to go, what's he talking about? You'll find out when we go to court, if we go to court, because it's all there in the video if you bother to use your brains and your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. Zigzag saying good video, that, Matt. So, yeah, people enjoyed it, yeah.
It was a good video, and I'm probably going to put the video back up minus the pictures at some point, but we'll let the police stuff simmer out first, and then we'll put it back up.
Yeah, edit out that part of the documents, basically. Yeah, I think that might be more suitable and just take it.
Hello, John. Hello, Jackie. I am in my own fucking world of pain, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
hello, John.
Hello, mate. You're right.
Yeah.
Hello, Jackie.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what happens when the country's run by numpties.
And they're just trying to deflect all of this onto me like I'm the bad guy, when in fact now they are being investigated by the Information Commissioner's Office, the ICO, for a major data breach, which is their problem. I simply stumbled into something that should never have been there. And I don't know how confidential this shit is. I don't know. The police publish photos when they see fit from crashes with bodies, with people who've got bullets in their heads. I will take into court stuff that is going to make them go, because if they're talking about what you can and can't publish, right? Let's just have a look at what's on television. And if it's confidential or not confidential, when the police see fit, they release photos and video of things that the families would find absolutely disgusting. But when I stumble across it, Wireless and Telegraphy Act, I'm sending obscene images, they release stuff to the media which should never be released. And I've got it. I've got plenty of examples of it.
I mean, that's what they're afraid of, though.
Yeah.
They don't like it, but the problem is it's them that's making these mistakes. Yet people are paying their bloody wages for them to fuck it all up.
Suppose in a way you've learned a bit of a mistake not to. If you ever see like dead bodies and all that, like instead of blurring them, Just,
Yeah, but you don't expect to see stuff like that, though, do you?
Yeah, just cut it right out.
Yeah.
And put a little text in saying what it was, and down to respect of the family, and it might bring back memories for them. This is why it's cut out. So
there are
from
so
that,
many.
Matt,
Yeah,
from
there's
that,
so many
I've learned
ways.
as well, and
Yeah.
obviously, I've done a police station as well, and came across documents, and I filmed them. But obviously, at the time I filmed them, I didn't know it was a TV program until I worked out a bit further on the Explorer, found out it was a TV program then.
Yeah.
So it was slightly different, but like you say, anything documental, what was left by the police, should have really been taken out by that time, because it is a major breach of Data Protection Act.
Well,
And
there's
you've heard what happened in Ireland recently with all the list of the data protection, all the police names being released down to the same thing, basically. Data protection.
That's it. Yeah. Well, there's a chap on here called Neo Adventures, and he says there's a file was in the car park. A document was in the car park.
Oh yeah, see it there, yeah. The comment he's left.
So the thing is, if he's been there, right, and seen a document floating around in a car park, it means people have been pulling stuff out and throwing it outside the building. So I'll be interested to have a chat with him about that. I'd be very interested, because maybe he knows something. Maybe I even know who he is. So we'll have to have a chat about that. There's a lot more that people have got no idea. I'm probably going to do a statement interview with some journalists about this, and we'll be putting a few little things that the police have no idea about. We'll be putting a few things out there they have no idea about. Not to say that I have ever had anything to do with taking documents from a building. We didn't go there to steal anything, and I have been accused of burglary. But burglary means that you went there with the intent to steal. So that, to me, that's going to go whoosh. That's out the window, because we didn't go there. We never steal anything. Look at all my videos. Do I go there to steal things? I always chastise people who go to steal things. We stumbled onto something we didn't expect to see. And I'm a little bit sad now that I put it out in the way I did. But you know what? There's a little part of me says, do you know what? I'm a journalist. And what I do is documentary. And if it involves having to embarrass certain people for the wrongdoings that they're doing, I will do it. But unfortunately,
stuff like that shouldn't be out in public.
Unfortunately, they're trying to spin it round on me now and say, no, you're the bad guy for releasing this stuff. No, you're the bad people for allowing it to be there for me to release.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been in there in the first place.
Yeah. So we'll wait to see what a judge says, because I think I've got a number of good arguments that will stand up. I've even got a number of good witnesses. They got no idea the type of caliber of witnesses I'm going to bring to court with me. We're talking about some pretty heavyweight, major national television journalists that are well-known faces.
Yeah.
So
people say you should have sent them to the police and you found them, really. But saying that, you found other pictures of other stuff, and like you say, you don't know how important it was and stuff like that. And you took it as a lesson. Now you find something like that, you'll obviously report it down the proper means.
Yeah, but sometimes it's been ignored in the past when he's reported things. So sometimes that can make you bloody reluctant to do it.
You're absolutely right, because look at Westbury Mansion, for example. There were documents there relating to, it's a care home, people's illnesses, their photographs of their sores on their arses and genitals and things like that, you know. And it's like, I didn't obviously show people's genitals and things, it's, you know, but we tried to give an impression that this shit shouldn't be there, because it had already been 5 years ago a BBC documentary piece saying all these documents have been left behind, and the BBC urged the owner of the building to get rid of them. 5 years later, we go up to the building and they're all still in exactly the same place.
How long ago was that now you made that video? Was that about 2 years ago? Or a year
2 years ago,
Yeah.
yeah. But the thing is, when you try, as Jackie said, you should report these things, but then you get jaded because when you do, nobody does anything.
Yep.
You know, and it's almost like, to me, you know, like I've seen so many things in so many buildings that shouldn't be there. You know, if I reported them every single time just for nothing to happen, you just start to give up. You know, and it's like there's a little part of me, I must say, as a journalist, says this is in the public interest to know that the police failed here.
Yeah.
Just like this, just like at Westbury Manor, the owner of Westbury Manor failed the people who were working there and failed the customers who were the people who were in care. They failed them.
Well,
failed them.
they had a duty of care, didn't they? To
Mm.
look after the vital information.
Yeah.
Should have all been incinerated.
And it's not hard to do. It would have taken maybe one skip with a bit of petrol, and all those documents could have been up woof, you know. And it's like Westbury Manor could have been taken care of in half an hour in an afternoon.
Yeah.
But the owner wanted to keep the documents there because the owner was pissy with the fact they'd had the care home closed down, so they were pissy, so they were leaving the documents there out of spite.
Yeah, couldn't be bothered with it because, like you say, they couldn't do nothing with the care home no more. So just turn the back to it.
Yeah, I mean, you people on my channel, and by the way, sorry, John, I know I'm kind of hogging it here, right?
Oh, you're all right. Carry on, son. I'm in full agreement with you.
People don't know, right? I have helped the police on a number of occasions with things that have never ended up on my channel because they were sensitive. Okay, I have a record of this helping the police. There is a record of it, and I don't wish to talk about it because there is some extremely sensitive stuff. Okay, I've not only helped the military police, I've helped the civil police. And one of the things I'm going to be having a chat with, if this ever goes to court, is I'm going to have to say I need to approach the judge privately, not with the press and not with the jury here, and I need to have a private chat with you. And no, that does not mean I am an MI5 agent or a spook, right? But there are things that I've helped the police with that I cannot publicly talk about because they're very sensitive and they would put a lot of other people and possibly myself at risk if I discussed them. So I am not a dickhead. I'm not a fucking dickhead who has no brain and doesn't know what they're doing. Okay? But in this case, in this particular case, I did not think I had to fear from the police doing what they've done to me because the police are meant to behave a little bit better than that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Which is why I wasn't so concerned. But oh boy, have I misjudged that one. Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, you showed how
So
they fucked up.
So I'm gonna ask you the question, Matt. You know when they came out and on the doorbell, you seen on the doorbell, did they post a note through the doors asking you to take the video down or anything like that?
No, that was when I was.
That might have been why they called round, just to ask you to take it down or edit it. Wasn't it like that? No.
No. Here's the thing: they called mob-handed. They came up from Exeter to Wiltshire, right? There were three coppers in one car and 4 coppers in the other, so there were about 7.
Well, that says it all. And obviously, they want you to take it down. It was there to take you away.
They were there to take me down.
Like you say, that's crazy.
But if anybody
if they were civilized and just asked you to take it down like you have done now,
I would have.
And you could have took it down, took out what needed to be done, put it back up, and then you would have been happy. They would have been happy. But now they've made a fuss of it, and now, they're in trouble in a way, like you say, getting looked into.
All right, I'll make it clearer for people who don't understand how the system works, right? Okay. If the police get a warrant when they come to your house, you don't have to be in, and they can kick the door in and come and search your house. That would probably been a wise idea for the police to do, right? But they didn't do it. Now, I don't know whether they didn't do that because they didn't want to approach a judge and say, we dropped the ball, so now we need a warrant to go in somebody's house because we dropped the ball, but we want to go into his house and fuck with him. Because it doesn't sound very good when you go to a judge and say, we dropped the ball, now we need a warrant to stop our fuck up. Yeah. So they didn't have a warrant. So guess what? If I had decided not to play ball and hand myself in the next day, because I was not at home, right? I wasn't at home, and I told them I wouldn't be home for a while, and it turned out I couldn't be home for quite some time. Yeah. They waited there for 5 hours. But I wasn't there. If I had decided to go to Spain for a holiday for 2 months, there's nothing they could have done to get into my house apart from get a warrant. Yeah. What they were relying on was catching me in my house so they could arrest me. And once they arrest you, once you are arrested, they don't require a warrant to come in and do a search. Now, if anybody doesn't know that, welcome to how this really all works. Okay. So what they were hoping for was I would be home, arrest me, then they can come in and search without a warrant. It didn't work out that way because they didn't know I was home. They didn't know I wasn't home. They didn't know. They just came up from Exeter on the hope that I would be there. Well, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Yeah. So they rang my doorbell. I answer my phone and I go, hello. And they say, oh, it's the police. And I say, oh, good. Yeah, great. What's up then? And they're like, oh, we want to have a chat with you. And I thought, oh, it's going to be the Exeter thing. I'm not frigging stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, when are you going to be home? And I said, well, not for some time, but I'll be home eventually. And they're like, oh, we'll wait for you. And I'm like, yeah, well, I can't guarantee, but I'll be home in a bit, you know? And it turned out I wasn't home. And they waited there for 5 hours. And then they went away back to Exeter. And I went down to Exeter and handed myself in the next day, right? Because that was convenient for me. Yeah, that was more convenient for me.
Yeah, so you could get a dog sitter and stuff like that, maybe.
So I could get the dog taken care of and then go for gold, look through my house, turn it upside down, which I guarantee you they did. They turned the house upside down. There's broken stuff. I can't hear out of one ear because they fucked my headphones. There's all sorts of things have gone missing. Yeah. And crazy shit, which you wouldn't even believe. Like this. My 360 camera. Why do they want a 360 camera?
Without any storage, not storage. What the hell do you call them?
SD cards in it.
Because you need the SD card. If it's got no SD card,
it's got an SD card in it. It's got great footage of me abseiling into a building, but not their building.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't even put that video out yet, but they can have a look at it and go, oh boy, aren't they interesting guys who like to abseil down the side of a building? People are going to love it when it comes out in the channel, but hey, that 360 camera is irrelevant. They took my drones.
Why take your drones when you're inside a building? They've left stuff in there. People are going willing in and out of a building, but they want to take your drones. What the hell is that going to do with documentation they have left behind? That's just
Just let me answer this
Did
question.
I walk through the building with my drones filming like this, holding them in my hand?
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Can I just answer this question here? Basically, government's got loads to hide, and that's why they keep secrets. So
yeah, they don't like me because I've exposed a number of their secrets over the years, and probably will continue to do so, because why not if it's not illegal?
Taking your drones though, but like you say, what's the point? That had nothing to do with the video, did it?
Yeah. Right.
Or did you use a bit of drone footage at the beginning?
I've got a question.
there was a piece of really bad quality drone footage at the beginning. Did I take that drone footage, or did I get that from somewhere else?
Yeah, true.
So what has that got to do with anything? There's a piece of very bad quality drone footage.
Yeah, I already said thanks.
But it's there's something filmed in the air. It has nothing to do with documents that were left in a boiler room of a magistrate's court. So why tie those two things together? Why take the drones? And you know what? They took a drone that was in the back room that is about 8 years old, that doesn't even have a camera on it. And it was like homemade, because it's a homemade drone. It doesn't even have a camera on it. They took that too.
Do you know, I think they just take things for the sake of blue taking. It's like, oh, that looks interesting. Oh, I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, I'll take that too.
What were you saying then, John?
Jesus.
You said something, a question for Matt you had.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to think how to word it, really. So, you've been arrested, right?
Yeah.
You were not the only person who went in there,
No.
right? And as far as you're aware, the other people who were in that main nameless,
yeah,
weren't arrested.
No. Even though
Right.
they were named in the video, as long
Yeah,
as
right.
Yeah.
So why have they decided only you? I mean, that's a bit of a discrimination, because if they think that you've burgled them or went with intent to burgle, when clearly your footage will show that you got in through an open window, so it's a civil matter. Why are they only targeting you?
Why do they only ever target me?
Well, no, yeah, I understand that. But what I'm getting at is
Namaste.
that's
Why
something-
me? Why me?
what I'm getting at is that's
It's always
something
me.
not that there's something not right there in regards to that.
Well, I was the first person to put a video out from our bunch, but there were other people who've been in there who put out videos and Instagrams and Facebook, but maybe they didn't see those documents. The people who've been there in the police station magistrates court didn't see those documents. Or if
Yeah,
they
but
did, they didn't.
The
They
fact
didn't
that
publish
you've
them.
got the fact that you filmed the documents, whatever, yeah, that's a separate thing, right? They've said to you, we think you are going intent to burgle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, your footage will show you didn't, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, unless you're there with a fucking crowbar and a hammer breaking into it, when clearly you climbed over a fence and into a fucking window which was already open. Well, they can shove it up their arse.
And then when we were in there, we said, look, if you climb down through the tunnels and get into a boiler room, the boiler room's open, and the boiler room doesn't have any gates. It just goes to where the homeless guy's living, and any children, without even having to climb over a fence, could get into this boiler room. That's where all the body bags are, all the fingerprint kits and all that shit was all in one room.
Jesus.
You know, it's like to me, that's like a playground for children. You know what I mean? To go and take things. There was grow room equipment in there, grow room lights.
Oh my days.
I mean, it's just a playground for somebody to take things, but not me. I don't take things.
Yeah, like John was saying, there's other people in your video. They weren't hiding away. They were quite clearly you could see them who they were and stuff.
I mean,
But
bless them. I don't want to get anyone else who was in my video into trouble.
No,
but
exactly what I'm saying.
The police ain't interested in anybody else. They're only interested in me.
That's what I mean. Yeah. What I'm saying is, you went as a team. So as a burglar team, as the police would put it. So why just collar you and not them?
Because he's the main person. He's well known and he's already on their radar and previous things that he's done.
I know that, but still don't make sense, because they've got him on camera. I've seen the video of Matt's video, seeing them on camera, know the names, and if they're going as a team to burglarize something, they should have done a sweep of them all at once. Know what I mean?
They're constantly watching him all the time. That's it, though.
But like you say, something's not right on this as a burglary case.
Well, the thing
right how they ran it after. They just
If-
arrested you for something they could try and pin you, something on you.
The only that it will not be launching an investigation. What? The story was amended after August the 14th. What are we on now? 15th. August 14th, Devon Live was notified by the Information Commission officers they will not be launching an investigation. Oh, really? So they've dropped it. So I hope they drop the case against me then, so we can all be happy fucking days. Right. You know, the ICO, the Information Commissioner's Office, are the body that deals with data protection. So if there's a breach of data protection, you know, then these guys get in there, find out who's responsible, and fine them heavily. Hundreds of thousands of pounds or millions of pounds, you know, depending on the breach. Yeah. Now, yeah. Now, here's the thing, right? I'll read it out for you. For this is what they've given me, right? I have to be careful not to show it to camera because it's got my address on it. But it says,
just make sure you're allowed to say what you can say on it, like say first.
well,
it's
pretty much exactly what has been reported in Devon Live, and the BBC have run a little thing on it as well. But the thing is, they're only working from the information they've been given by the police, which might be slightly factually wrong and a little bit exaggerated for effect. Yes. So the police know how to go in hard, make bigger claims than are actually there, investigate it, and then only actually end up charging you or no further action because they haven't got enough or there is nothing there. But the thing is, the police have, I mean, I've had the police, exactly the same constabulary, right? Devon and Cornwall. Remember the church where myself and Simon were there? And 16 police officers with torches came around the building, came in, they kicked the door in, right? They kicked the door in. They came in, they found us. They said, we're arresting you because you broke into this building. I said, broke in how? And they said, you kicked the door in. I said, no, you kicked the door in. I want your body camera footage. So they delayed me 4 months, then 9 months, then a year and a half. And then they said, we've lost the footage. Because not only did it show that they kicked the door in, we didn't. We climbed in through a fire escape, which was open. And other people had climbed in through the same fire escape and put it on their channels. And we had the footage of us going in through the same fire escape. So nothing happened. It was dropped the next day. But do you know what they arrested us for? Being vagrants. Nothing to do with burglary. Nothing to do with trespass. Vagrancy. The police are past masters of throwing out some really big charges at you. Well, alleged charges, right? Then bothering to investigate and then dropping, and maybe just letting it all go. Yeah. But the initial thing they do is they throw out something that's false, but big. Yeah. And this is what's happened here.
So, Matt, just 1 second.
Yeah.
What's that charge they tried to charge you with? Begin with V.
Right. The first one
Followed vagrancy.
Vagrancy.
What's that? Because some people might have never heard of that. That's all.
Vagrancy is basically being a tramp.
Being a homeless person, like a tramp or a homeless person living in a place. It usually involves having no money or no means as well. Like you haven't got any money to live by.
Yeah, you cleared that up, Matt. Cheers.
Okay. So when they said we were vagrants, we were walking around with expensive cameras and expensive lights. I had a car parked near the church. My dog was in the car and I have a home. I have a house. Yeah. But when we tried to explain to these officers who dragged us out, we said, guys, just before you go too far, we're YouTubers. We've got big channels and we explore these places and we're just here filming and you can review our footage and you can see we didn't break in if you want. And do you know what they kept on saying? Don't talk to us. Don't say anything because we'll have to write it down. And I said, but that's your job, is to write it down and then work out what the actual point of the arrest is and see if we need to be arrested. And they went, don't talk to us. And I said, no, but really, we don't need to be arrested. If you find out what we're doing, we don't need to be arrested. Don't talk to us. So we got put in vehicles. My car got towed. My dog got put in kennels. And there's a video out there which talks all about this, right? In the morning, CID spoke to us, right? And I tried at custody in the custody suite to say, we're YouTubers. Look, my cameras, my lights. Like we're not vagrants. Yeah. Don't talk to us. We had exactly the same thing twice. Don't talk to us. Get in the cells. In the morning, CID said to us, so what's going on then, lads? And guess what I said? We're YouTubers. Here's my channel. We got lots of subscribers. That's my camera. We've got lights and cameras. We're not hiding from you. We didn't break in. The police broke in. Check the body camera footage. They kicked the door in. We didn't break in. They broke in. We didn't break in. They went away for a few minutes. They came back in and they said, I can't believe this bullshit. That's what the CIT told us. They said, I can't believe this bullshit. Why are they wasting our time with this shit? That's what the CID told us. That's Devon and Cornwall Police. Go in hard, make it sound big, and when it all falls away, somebody else's problem. So I have experience with Devon Cornwall Police, and I was not happy about having my time wasted because they towed my car, they took my dog. I had to spend a whole day at my own expense then, staying an extra day in Devon and Cornwall. And what was the end product of it? No charge, nothing, right? Because we hadn't done anything wrong, right? But that's how Devon and Cornwall work. And when I asked to see their body cam footage, they delayed me for a year and then they lost it.
Was that the time when they wrecked part of your car as well at the same time?
Yeah.
When they'd already towed it, when they were... Didn't you say they were already towing your car just as they was arresting you? They
were towing my car before they'd actually arrested us. It was already in the process of doing it. And we were saying, guys, what are you doing? What are you doing, guys? This is crazy. And they would shut up, don't talk to us. And we were like, but we need to talk to you because if we don't tell you what we're doing, you can't be police officers because police officers investigate. You're meant to ask us what we're doing and we get to the bottom of it. You can de-arrest us and we go on our way and you're all happy. We're all happy. No, go to the cells overnight and CID will deal with you in the morning. Don't talk to us.
Yeah, didn't your car develop an issue after coming out of the pound?
That's what you said.
That's what Jackie was saying.
No, that was a different time.
Time.
That was when they towed my car in gear, in reverse, in Portsmouth. Yeah, they towed my car in gear, in reverse, up, and they pulled the transmission shaft out by towing it in reverse. Yeah. I never claimed for that. You know, people think I'm like anti-police and I'm all up and all that. I ain't got time for this shit. You know, it's like my mate repaired it, cost £100. How much hassle? How much hassle would it be to take him to court to go for the money and no. It's not worth it. I'm not as petty as them. They're fucking petty. They're petty as fuck. Oh, yeah. But I can't always be asked. But on this occasion, I thought there was a public interest in me disclosing what was going on because I've had a fucking guts full of seeing these documents in places that shouldn't be there. I've taken a stand. And now I'm going to have to fucking dig my fucking heels in and say enough's fucking enough.
They're making too many mistakes. I'm sorry, but they're just employing anybody willy-nilly, and these mistakes are happening. And that means everybody's bloody private info is out there.
Varney the vampire.
You got a comment there,
yeah.
But if there is missing files, like Matt said, or someone said in the chat, there was files all over the place, all over the car park or whatever.
I didn't. That's the first time I've heard that tonight about there being files in a car park, which means that somebody, perhaps kids, it's the type of thing kids would do. It's not the sort of thing I would do, but I can imagine kids going in and throwing shit around.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the sort of thing I would do. We have respect for buildings. We have respect for things like that. But, you know, enough is enough, you know, with this shit. I've seen too much. You know, this is not right.
Yeah,
Ah.
they might have seen your video. The police might have seen your video, went down to clean the place out, and found
Oh, they
that,
wouldn't clean it
them
out.
files were not there now, where they were
Yeah.
on film.
Yeah.
But like you say, who says the kids haven't been around throwing the files all over?
Well, that's something
So,
that did occur
yeah.
to me. That's something that did occur to me. The reason they're coming after me is because I had the first video out about this, and the police probably haven't it's not entered their radar. It's not gone on their radar. Other people have had videos going into the police station. It's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, but other people have been there prior to us and the magistrates' court.
Yeah.
However, I'm the first person to mention the fucking documents that are there. So if they've gone there to clean them up, which I hope they would, because by Christ, they would, what the fuck if they don't go there to clean them up and they're not there? Who's the prime suspect?
Mm.
Yeah.
Me. But I'm not a fan of taking dirty, horrible fucking documents of people's deaths, because that's not my scene.
No,
I film buildings, and we do urbex, and what we find, we leave behind. The old saying, the saying of urbex, the ethos of urbex is, you take photographs, and by the way, yeah, we got to be careful with our semantics here. Take photographs
With your own camera.
Yeah, leave footprints. So let's just repeat that. Snap photographs, because remember the semantics of take sounds odd.
Mm.
And in my video, I did actually say, I did not take these photographs. Did you remember? Does anybody remember that? Does
Yeah.
anybody remember that in the video? I did not take these photographs, but you've got to be careful with the words you use. And I fucking went, oh, maybe that didn't help. But the point is, I did not snap those photographs. That's what I should have said. But I don't think it'll make any difference. I think that it'll still come out anyway. But I did regret using the words, I did not take these photographs.
How long was
Yeah.
it since putting the video up and them coming to your house? Was it a few days? Good few days.
Do you know what? I've lost a few days in time by being a bit depressed and staying in bed and just watching fucking YouTube with adverts.
Worry about it,
with-
mate. Sorry.
Yeah.
With adverts, which have been driving me fucking crazy, because I don't watch adverts on YouTube, and it's been like, fuck. But I lost a couple of days through a bit of fucking depression, to be perfectly honest. And
Yes.
I don't really have a good handle on when it was. I know we filmed the video probably about a month ago. So I didn't stick the video out till like 4 or 5 days ago.
No, I was only asking that because of how quick they came and went to clear the place, if they did go and clear the place, or whether they just seen the video and thought, right, let's go and after him straight away without going to clear the place first. That's all I was thinking in my mind.
Yeah,
Whether they went there to clean up first and then found that wasn't there, or didn't even bother cleaning it up first and just went straight for you. I don't know. That's just a question I had.
The thing is that if my video went up maybe 4 or 5 days ago, I'm guessing, I'd have to have a look and work it out. But my video went up about 4 or 5 days ago, but it's been sitting there ready to press public, and I never even put it out for members because it's a bit of a sensitive video, so I didn't even put it out for the members. Yeah, you know that most of the members get to see things a little bit in advance. I didn't put that one out because I was like, I put the police one out. We went to the police station. That video went out, but I didn't put the magistrates one out because I was trying to weigh up what to do with it, because it's one of those. And I just put it out as it is? Do I blur it? Yes, I definitely blur it. Do I let the police see it first? What do I do? Do I contact them before I put it out, or do I put it out but blur it? In the end, to be perfectly honest, I kind of forgot about how serious it was.
Oh.
And I thought to myself, oh, I haven't put a video out for days. Oh, that one hasn't gone out. Oh yeah, I have blurred it. It'll be fine. And I put it out, and I didn't. And that's the truth. I really kind of just didn't think enough about whether I put it out or not. And I regret it now, because maybe I would have been better off sending them a copy and putting it out a day later after I sent them a copy, because they would have had a chance to get in there. But the thing is, if a month had already gone by, who knows how many children or locals have been in there within that month? It doesn't mean, you know, that those documents could have been taken and thrown or taken home or by somebody, but you know, not because my video was out there. There were a lot of other videos out there prior to mine, but I gave it a month. And you know why I do this? Because I like to say to a few friends, look, this place is very, very insecure. If you'd like to go and have a look, you're not going to get any aggro. There's no alarms. The doors are open. You can walk straight in. We never had any aggro. Go and have a look. So the reason I delay the videos is because it's like, oh, just let some friends have a little, they can have a bit of fun there before I put the video out. I'm not like, film it, go home, edit it, stick it out the next day so nobody can get in there, because it'll get shut up. They always do. They get shut up the next day. So the whole thing about forgetting about it for a month was just to let other people go and have a little look and a bit of fun, you know. And then, you know, so I wasn't delaying it for any other reason than that. But it's annoying now, you know, because I could have quite easily let the police know that those files were there. But
yeah, but they wouldn't have thanked you for it anyway. They
wouldn't have thanked me for it, you know, and you know, it just slipped my mind, and I just literally thought, I need to put a video out. I haven't put a video out for a couple of days. Oh, I did blur that. That's fine. Should be fine if I blurred it. You know, some people might go, ooh, touchy material, Matt. But it's like, but it's blurred, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So you weren't showing anything that gets explicit.
Yeah, there's worse stuff gets shown on TV every.
Definitely.
Day. Look at the Ukraine war. They drop bombs on people. Families. There are families who are seeing bombs being dropped on people in trenches. It's not blurred out. And right. If you don't like naughty things, it's nothing horrible. Well, it is because it's on. You see it on the History Channel. But I mean, I see footage on the History Channel with Jewish bodies of people dead from concentration camps being picked up and swung into open pits, and they're not blurred, and that is offensive. That is grossly offensive. There are many Jewish people who are offended by that, and quite rightly so too. And that, in my humble opinion, breaks the Wireless and Telegraphy Act, which is what they're accusing me for, on charge 3, which is to send by public communications network an offensive, indecent, or obscene or menacing message, through the Wireless and Telegraphy Act. Well, if I can be guilty of sending out an offensive, obscene, blurred image when television shows you dead Jewish people being thrown into trenches, and bombs being dropped on, well, the BBC needs to be arrested by Devon, Cornwall and police, Devon and Cornwall police need to go up to Sky Television, the History Channel, the BBC, right, and everybody else that shows this shit, We all need to be in the cells together.
So how can it be offensive, right? If you've blurred it, which I know you did, it's not offensive because you can't see it. All you're saying is, here is a picture. I can't show this, but you get the gist.
Exactly.
It's not offensive. You're not being offensive. You're stating a fact, and you're not. And it's not. It's not. Well, it's not technically anybody. You're not showing anybody's face, any bodies, except because it's all. You're saying it, but you could hold a picture of fucking Zippy and Bungle all blurred out, and going, look, they're dead bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
was
don't even have
there-
to be George or Bungle. Could get your friend just to lie down and blur him out
Well,
and
yeah,
say,
I've been
yeah,
silly well said, but like,
yeah, exactly.
I
know what
don't
you
see
mean,
where
yeah.
they're getting the. I don't see where they're saying that that's under that act.
the thing is, right? I turned on the television and I was chatting to a very famous journalist. Like, you don't get much more famous than this journalist, yeah, right? No names mentioned, but he might help me out. He's already given me a few things, a few leaders, and he said to me, he said, Matt, you've done nothing wrong, right? And this is a major TV journalist, right, with years and years and years of experience of talking about sensitive, upsetting, disturbing, and shocking material, right, on television. And he said to me, you've done nothing wrong. And I said, but the thing is, right, I said to him, I was watching the TV the other day, right? And this was not live TV, by the way. This is just like, like on the TV when it's connected to the internet. There are a few free channels that are like, you can pick. And there was a thing about gangsters, right? I actually know the producer of the documentary. When the credits came up, I went, fuck me, I know him because he made UFO documentaries. He's now into doing gangster documentaries, right? It's funny. Anyway, Bruce Burgess is his name, is the producer, right? That's not the journalist I'm speaking to, but Bruce Burgess. Anyway, fascinating documentary talking about horrific gangster murders and horrific gangster shootings and the police fitting up gangsters with false evidence and then the gangsters getting released and all. And I was like, fucking hell, this is fucking mental, right? And it's like, but what was in that documentary? That, and it really, if it wasn't for the fact that I had a slightly strong constitution, I would have been fucking in tears at this point watching this shit, because it's like, it's so painfully obvious of the hypocrisy. What was on that documentary? Dead bodies, photos from the coroner, photos from the police, people shot in the head, close-ups to make sure you can see the way the bullet came in and the bullet came out, right?
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Also, photos of knifings, stabbings, and all that's come out, been released by the coroner and the police. Now, why does that get released by the police and coroner when they're saying that apparently me blurring something out is incredibly offensive? Well, here's the thing. When it suits the police to try and piss off the gangster community, they show photos of their friends being shot and stabbed and murdered, right? Because they're gangsters, so they want to piss them off. But isn't that grossly offensive? What about the families of these gangsters? They might be horrible monsters who murder a lot of people. I would probably agree they have murdered a lot of people, these gangsters.
Definitely.
But you still can't show photos of them being shot and stabbed and everything, because that's coroner information. It's confidential. So if you're going to apply one standard to me, you need to do it to everyone. Thank you, Jackie.
But saying that, YouTube has got high standards anyway of what they will allow to publish.
They wouldn't allow me to publish it. Yeah.
Yeah, if they found it breaches their rules, because YouTube have got one of the strictest rules, haven't they, about showing stuff like that.
Fuck you, man, Matthew Bonham, you motherfucker, whinge, yeah, with your fucking smiley faces. I know you're only taking the piss, but fuck you, brother. Fuck you, brother. I'll give you a massive hug when I see you sometime. I'll fucking hug you so tight.
That's it.
Yeah, fucking cheeky twat. I know you're taking the piss, but yeah. Whinge.
Yeah.
Well, people want to know this shit. I'd rather fucking do it on my channel because I get a lot more fucking viewers and might make a bit of money off it. But here you go.
Getting it all on wheels.
Yeah. Do it on yours one day. Know what I mean? After it's gone to court or whatever through the process with the police, so Matt can then discuss more proper all the details. Know what I mean? I know
I'll
it's
keep-
discussed a lot up to now.
I'll keep the best for my channel because
Yeah.
I have to, right? Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And you have to keep your powder dry because there's a lot the police do not know. And I'm not going to give them any head starts because I've gone no comment. You know, so but like they are going to be probably watching this video going, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, like a lot of you are probably going like, I don't get this. This is complicated. What does he mean? What's that? I don't understand. That's fine. Ask the questions. I'll try and explain it, but I'm going to keep my fucking powder dry. And you think this is a lot of information? Oh no, it's not. There's a lot that I am not talking about here.
Yeah.
Well,
Right. Now we've caught up.
Besides that, your weekend's been fine, has it?
yeah.
Yeah. Now we've caught up on what you've been up to. Let's see who else has been up
He's,
to. What?
he's laughing now, Matthew Monaghan. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, buddy.
Hey, Jackie. So have you got a big long story like that to tell us?
No.
Have you had the sex change then?
Oh,
No, bitch, to the moon and back.
you had to lower the standards, didn't they?
We had to lower the standards. What are you about?
Matt, I had to lower the standards. Get there. Mention that or whatever. I don't know. Be rude.
He knows. I know he takes the piss. So
If Jackie had a sex change, right? watch out, porno makers, because she would be fucking up there with King Dong. So
fucking knock some blade cunt out.
Yeah, we know it's all a bit of a banter. That's all. That's why we like it. Yeah.
So do you want to hear the charges then very quickly, and then I'll finish with it because I'm fucking bored of talking about it now. Right.
So they've actually charged you at the moment. You're on bail.
No, it's the investigation to charge, you know, but then they'll drop all this because it's all bollocks. They fucking up the ante and then they'll drop it. What they should do is they should go low, and then if they've got anything, go high. But they always go high, then come low. So, okay, burglary other than dwelling with intent to steal. Well, they've come to my house, they've turned it over. There's no evidence that I stole those documents, and nor would I. I'm not interested in that shit. To be honest, if you noticed, I only flicked through a few pages because it was like, really, you know, if I was that interested in it, I would have shown every single fucking page and taken a photo of every single fucking page. I never even took a photo of any pages. I literally filmed it and walked out of the building. I didn't take any photos. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, abstract without authority, the use of electricity. I turned on a light. So
what they fucking do?
They're trying to do me for light theft, for theft of light, for turning on a light.
Well, they should have turned the electric off, shouldn't they? Lazy cunts.
Was I the only person who turned on the light that night?
Probably not.
Were the lights turned off after we left?
Who says they got turned back on again after you left? You just don't know because you left the building.
You don't know how many people are coming and going and what's been turned on and off. So how are you going to quantify that one then? Good luck with that one. Right. Okay. And it's very petty. It's fucking petty. I would say if anybody's like, what does that mean? Abstraction of electricity. Go and look it up, and then go and look Ali Law and the tea bag.
Yeah. Oops.
Right.
Yeah.
A bag of tea, right? A tea bag, and he got yanked off an aircraft when he was going to somewhere like Iceland, and 4 officers came on the plane. Big scene. Ha 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 ha. We got you now for a tea bag. And what happened to Ali Law? Not guilty.
Was that in a private building as well? It's not a public building, publicly owned like a court or a police station.
It was a private building. I think he was in some place where he was doing an overnight challenge, and he made himself a cup of tea. But he said the tea bags were his, and he threw the money on. He left the money on the counter for a Mars bar he had.
Yeah. And using a public building.
It's a public building.
Which is getting paid by taxpayers.
Paid for by taxpayers. It's paid
you're
for by us.
taxpayer.
And
Yeah.
I'm a taxpayer. Yeah. Now there were
Yeah.
loads of lights on in that building. So how much is it going to be over what they're already paying with the telephone lines activated, the electric still on, loads of lights on in the building, alarms, but they don't bother to arm the alarms. So how, quantify. That's all I'm going to say. One word. Quantify. Okay.
But it's a public building,
Yeah.
and obviously you're being safe by turning the light on to make sure that you're not in danger.
Yeah.
Suppose if
Okay.
you fell over in there and hurt yourself, you could sue him.
Yeah. So
Technically, yeah.
the third alleged investigating thing they're looking to charge for is sending offensive obscene material through the Wireless and Telegraphy Act. Right. Well, we've already discussed that. And then it says 4. I didn't even know this was a law. So this is interesting. Listen to this one then. Right. Knowingly or recklessly obtaining or disclosing personal data without consent of controller.
Yeah, that is a thing, but
Say it
You
again,
haven't-
Matt, please.
Well,
you-
yeah.
none
I
of
know
your
it's
none of your
weird.
footage shows your footage shows the actual people's names or actual faces, so that doesn't come into account.
Well, I might have mentioned a name, and I think I mentioned a postcode, but I didn't really go overboard on massive amounts of details. It was like, but the thing is, I think the thing they're really upset about, I don't know, I think it's the photographs personally, but knowingly or recklessly obtaining or disclosing personal data without the consent of the controller of that information. So, but did I know where these documents really came from?
Nope, because everybody else could see it. The bloody world and his bloody best friend could see it.
How did I know who these documents belong to? Did they belong to a coroner? Did they belong to the police? Did they belong to the magistrate court? Did they just belong to the guy, the janitor, who decided not to destroy them when he should have destroyed them and kept them in his own personal secret stash in the fucking boiler room? Because it's a bit weird, isn't it? How they were in a boiler room.
Well, like I said
Yeah,
before, when I did Graham Lane Police Station,
Yeah.
they filmed like a police series in there. So they could have been even a police script, a storyline from there. You don't even know yourself what it was.
How do I know which controller to contact before I publish your shit? I don't know. Who do I contact? There's several places I could have contacted. How do I know which is more important than who? I don't know. I don't know who owns this shit. It might be irrelevant because, as far as I know, maybe those photos have already been in the newspapers. I don't know.
And you haven't knowingly done it either because you found them. You haven't knowingly gone, oh, I'll go in there,
Yeah.
I'll find these
Yeah.
photographs because I know they're there. No, you haven't knowingly.
No.
I've unknowingly published
Yeah.
something that apparently shouldn't have been out there.
Nope.
But that's the whole point of me. That's the whole point of me saying maybe this shit shouldn't be there. That's the whole point of the video. I did actually say this shit shouldn't be there. Surely, I don't know who it belongs to, but it shouldn't be there. Fuck knows who it belongs to.
Tony, they should have cleared it all out, but they didn't. They're too bloody lazy.
At the end of the day, that's it. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? It's got it
Yeah.
all there in the sentence. What else can we say?
So guess what they bailed me on then?
Oh, God help.
So you
Does
are on
anybody-
bail then?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Only 2 points. I'll give you the third one because I'll tell you that has been in the comments, right? Let's get the strike at night going, right? Tell me what you think I've been bailed with, right? Tell me what you think I've been bailed with in the comments, right? And we'll see who's first right. Yeah. But the one that they dropped was I'm not allowed to enter Devon, right? But that means that if I can't enter Devon, right, there's no other adjoining counties next to Devon. So how can I get to Plymouth or Cornwall if I can't get through Devon? So I said to them, and my solicitor said to them, because I did have a solicitor, by the way, folks.
Good.
Right? We pointed out Well, how am I supposed to get to Plymouth or Cornwall? Can I get on an aircraft and fly over Devon airspace? No, I'm in Devon. Even though I'm in the air, I'm still in Devon. What happens if I go around the coastline? Do I have to go 12 miles, which is the 12 miles international line where it's no longer the UK, to go down the coastline to come back to go and visit a friend in Plymouth? And they went, and then they went, all right, then we'll drop that one. But what are the two bail conditions? Fucking win a fucking blankety blank checkbook if you get it right. Yeah.
Blankety blank.
Storm Chaser, no, it won't actually affect my probation. No. Strangely enough, it doesn't. No.
I'd say a curfew.
I'm on probation at the moment, but no. If you're not charged, you can be arrested, but if you're not charged, it doesn't affect your probation. So there we go.
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing a curfew on your mats after a certain time. You're not allowed out. Maybe.
No.
You're not allowed into.
Wouldn't it?
You're not allowed in a public building.
No.
Or abandoned public buildings.
John's close, but
Police
not quite
stations.
right. No, nothing to do with police stations.
You can't explore. You're not allowed.
He's getting closer.
Oh.
Getting closer.
You're not allowed to film.
No, it's not that.
You can't film public buildings.
Bucharest guided tours. How about you're not allowed to go on YouTube and talk about it all? Well, if that was true, mate, I'm absolutely and utterly fucked right now, aren't I?
Yeah.
I might as well
that's
just
what I said.
I might as well just
Matt
stand out in the street like waiting for him to come.
Yeah, that's what I said to Matt at the beginning. It's up to you how much you talk or whatever yourself.
Or you can't explore Devon and Cornwall.
Somebody's got it right. Somebody's got it right. Yeah.
Is that the one who's got it right?
No.
No, I know what it is. I saw it.
Yeah. I'll let a few more comments go past to see if anyone else catch on to it, because you'll all see it, then you'll start copying. If you think it's a good one, So
no, looking at photos. Is that the one?
Mitch Seymour nearly hits it on the head. He says you cannot take B-Face out on Explore and let him have a crap. That's yeah.
Yeah, that can always work.
I've had my finger. Somebody wagged a finger at me today and said, B-Face is good. He's just such a sort of naughty boy on your channel. People are losing respect for you having B-Face out. And I said, you know what? I see it like this. It's like Laurel and Hardy, right? That's another fine mess you got me into. I think you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
Right? But B-Face is outrageous if you do not reel him in. He will be quiet if you ask him to, but sometimes I just let him go wild because it's fucking outrageous. It's outrageous.
Yeah.
I can't take part in Strike at Night. Oh, well, that's between the police and Carl then, I would say. Yeah.
I'll tell Carl that.
Yeah.
Not allowed to show the police up again. Well, that's about right.
Well, yeah. But being a journalist, you have a journalistic responsibility to the public. That's what journalism is. It's not about who you embarrass in government or authority. That is what a journalist's role is to expose embarrassing things so people clean up their acts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matthew, that's why you're streaming on your phone. I'm not streaming on my phone. I'm streaming on a shitty PC, and literally it took me up until I wasn't on at 9 exactly because this fucking PC they yanked cables out of the back. And
they've ruined all the bloody points.
I'm only listening out to one ear on the headphone because they've yanked the fucking headphones, right? So I couldn't actually plug my headphones into my amplifier because they yanked the fucking optical cable out, and the fucking optical cable has become damaged now out of the back of the PC. So it's not even coming through my fucking amp. They're very cag-handed. They're very cag-handed. So no,
added to their bill, won't it?
literally up to the minute, because this guy here rang me at 8:30 and said, "Are you coming on?" I said, "I don't have a PC to go on with." And I did have a PC, but I wasn't sure if it was going to work, right? I've also got an Apple Mac, which is running Windows 10. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to get that out because it was a fucking headache last time I used it. So it's funny. They've taken a load of hard drives, right? They've taken a load of hard drives.
Again.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no, don't tell me.
Da, 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 da. Let me see if I can...
Old ones.
They've taken all sorts of random fucking hard drives, right?
Oh, yeah, the useful shit.
What does that say on there?
Hard drives.
Hard drives. Hard drive, hard drive, hard drive, hard drive, laptop hard drives, server hard drive, laptop hard drive, laptop hard drive, right? I'm just giving you an example. That's one box of hard drives, right? I don't even care, right? There's nothing on these fucking hard drives. I should throw them out, but I'm a fucking hoarder, right? That's not the only box of hard drives. There's 3 or 4 boxes of hard drives in that room. So if you want to be thorough, Mr. Police Officer, please, next time you come to my house, give me some confidence that you actually know what you're doing and take all the hard drives, for fuck's sake.
They're just lazy. They really are.
There you go. They came with a mission. The mission was find these photos, find these documents. As far as I know, they've already fucking recovered them. They might have recovered them. Yeah.
So if they've done that, then they've done all that to your bloody house out of spite and just be assholes.
Maybe they have these documents. They didn't say whether they did or didn't. They didn't tell me. And I went no comment as well. They didn't tell me. Maybe they got them, but maybe they think there's even more than they recovered. Yeah. But when they come to my house looking for evidence, they take my computer. Great. What are you going to find on there? There's fuck all on there, right? I know this, right? I have a big fucking halo glowing around my fucking head. There's nothing on there. I'm not interested in porn. I'm not interested in filth. I'm not interested in gore, right? So knock yourselves out, lads. You know, I've had my computers taken a couple of times over the years, right?
A couple
of times, yeah, just a couple.
Now.
Right. I've even had my computers taken donkeys years ago when I was arrested for making crop circles. Yeah. Anything come back on me? Nope.
Because you're not that fucking stupid, unlike them.
Yeah. So, but if you're going to take some hard drives, be consistent, take the fucking lot. Don't take 360 cameras and drones. If you're interested in data and hard drives and files, take files. Take hard drives. Take all my computers. How have I got a computer down there now? Because there's a computer there. There's a fucking computer here. There's 5 in the back room. There's an Apple fucking Mac, £20,000 fucking Apple Mac in there that I fucking hate because I don't like Macs.
No, just throw it out the window.
They've all got hard drives in. All the machines that I do not want to use because they're shit. Yeah. So if you're going to take hard drives, well, why not take the hard drives that are in machines? Take the lot. It's inconsistent. It's bad policing. It's bad investigation. Why are you in my house if you're not trying to prove a point? Well, you take my fucking hard drives. Take them. Take them. Take them. Take the fucking lot of them. Knock yourselves out. But if you're going to leave shit behind, honestly, you're not impressing me. You know, you're just telling me that you're here to make a point. You're here to make a statement. You're here to inconvenience me. You're here to take my drones just to fucking inconvenience me. It doesn't inconvenience me. It doesn't inconvenience me. It pisses me off. It doesn't inconvenience me. I can borrow fucking drones off friends. Yeah. It's just silly. It's just silly. And if they'd only rung me up and fucking spoken to me before they came round, we could have averted a lot of this fucking shit and I could have helped them out a lot more. But no.
Too much hard work.
Not now. Not now. I'll see you in fucking court if you want to go to court. Let's do it. Game on.
More taxpayers' money for them to fucking well waste. Fucking well done for them.
Right. Okay. Somebody answered the question. So should we say who answered the question? I need to go and get some more fucking beers. Sorry. It feels like I'm fucking taking over this fucking live stream.
Get to that part.
Anyway, it's all right because there's Urban Legends gone, which probably means he's not feeling too well at the moment. Yeah,
that's fine.
Right, so let's go back up and see what people said because somebody got it right. Storm Chaser 300. You were correct. He said, "I'm banned from abandoned buildings."
Really?
The wording is as follows, right? And let's see whether you can find the loophole in this, right? Because there's a major loophole in this, right? I'll tell you what it says. Then let's see whether anyone can see the loophole. Condition 1, prohibited from entering any vacant or unoccupied building without the express written permission. Okay, underline this, written permission of the owner or building controller. And the reasons for this bail condition are that I could be committing an offence whilst on bail. Okay. The second bail condition. Okay. I'll let that soak in. Okay. Here's the second condition. Not to publish, and I understand this one. This makes sense. Okay. Not to publish any third-party sensitive personal data without the express written permission of the data subject. This is taken to include online sharing platforms or other social media channels. And the grounds or the reasons for this is that I might commit an offence whilst on bail. Okay. The second one is self-explanatory. Just don't share people's personal details. Don't dox them. I can get that, right? The first one's interesting though. Where do you see the loophole in that, and where it's going to stop me from doing what I do? Anybody want to say? And John and Jackie, if you've got any ideas, don't want to put you on the spot there, but you know.
Sorry.
Read it again.
Read it again, fuck's sake.
Yeah, please. Sorry.
All right. Jesus. You've been smoking or something? Fucking
no,
short attention span. Jesus, here we go then. Right. It
Can
says phone of that's the one. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. This is where your brain needs to engage. 3, 2, 1, now. Prohibited from entering any vacant or unoccupied building without the express written permission of the owner, because I might commit an offence if I do so. Okay, that's as simple as I can make it. Does that make sense? Do not enter any vacant or unoccupied building. That means anywhere in the UK, any vacant building.
Matt, have I got this then? If someone's in there already, it's not empty. There's someone in there already. So that means you're allowed in then.
That's fucking interesting because I never even thought of that one. That's interesting. Thank you for that.
It wouldn't be vacant. Yeah, he's right.
It wouldn't be vacant if somebody's in there. It's not fucking
already.
Vacant.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good loophole, isn't it? Yeah.
So that's not the one then. No, okay, I'll keep my.
Well, I never even thought. You are. See, this is why I want people to surprise me, because you just surprised me with one I never even thought of.
Yeah, go on. Next.
Right. Yeah. Pandajit Singh says, "What nonsense! Urbex is anthropological research." Well, I don't know about anthropological because we're not looking into hominids and fucking Homo sapiens versus Cro-Magnon man here. But yeah,
No, I didn't get
you know.
So they saying that they saying you can't enter an abandoned building because they're then saying it's a criminal offence, but it's not. It's a civil offence.
Yeah, vacant or unoccupied. But Will makes a very good point. If somebody is in that building when I go in there, it's not fucking vacant and it's not unoccupied because I'm going to bump into the homeless person living in there, or I'm going to bump into other urbexes in there. So if it's not vacant or it's not unoccupied, then I haven't broken any rules by walking in there and going, "Hello, are you into urbex too?" Yeah, nice to meet you. Have you got a channel? So it's not unoccupied.
True.
Tenuous, but I totally agree with Will. That's a fucking very interesting point.
It's on the borderline. It's not a thing, is it? Empty. There's someone already in there.
It says without written permission of the owner or building controller. Well, what if I go into a building? There's a homeless person in there, and I say, "All right, mate, how you doing?" And I go, "You don't mind us being in here, do you?" And he goes, No, it's all right. This is my building. And I go, "All right, so you own it?" And he goes, "Yeah, mate." "Oh, mate, do you mind us exploring?" Yeah. And he goes, Yeah, all right. Yeah. Just don't take any photos of my personal belongings. So how am I to know that he does or doesn't own that building? That's just, and I'm just throwing that. That's just popped into my head right now. That's not even my main point. Let's see what people have got. Get it in writing from the homeless person. There we are. Yeah. There you go. See? I mean, I don't know who owns these buildings. If you go in there and somebody says, "I'm the owner," and people bullshit about this all the time. When you go to a place, what do they say? Fuck off. I'm the owner. I'm the owner. And they're not. They're just pretending to be the owner to fuck you off because they don't want people in their general neighborhood. They're just like, vigilantes, basically, neighborhood watch vigilantes.
You can go back.
Steve Arnold says, so they are inconveniencing you? Not really. Yeah, not really, because I've got a lot of stuff in the archive that hasn't even gone out yet. Yeah. And trust me, I've got some stuff which doesn't breach data protection that is previously filmed. So I'm not going to be breaching my bail by putting it out now. Oh, there's some stuff you're going to fucking, you will wet your pants when you fucking see that's coming up on the channel.
Yeah.
And I've delayed putting it out because I want to get my mates in there and let them have a chance to have a look. Although most of them have said, I'm a bit busy at the moment. So I've tried to get Steve and Ray in there. Too busy. I tried to get Dan Dixon in there. Too busy. And it's like, anybody else want to go in there before I put my video out? Oh, a bit busy at the moment. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. I might as well just put the fucking video out then. Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. But they'll be sorry because when they see the video, they'll be like, fucking hell, I wish
I then let them wet themselves then.
Yeah.
It's their own fucking fault for being cunts. What was these other things that you were going to say that me and John weren't listening to? You only went to that one about not being able to go into a building. What was the other bit?
He said the second one. It's quite self-explanatory.
Yeah.
The second one was don't publish private information for people unless you have written permission from the private people. Who, don't do it without written permission.
Right.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, I know in videos in the past what we've done is we've gone up to, like in a hospital, we've gone up to a wall and there's photos of all the names of the nurses, and you go up and you go, oh look, and you go, so I would have to not do that if I went into somewhere. Can't publish names and personal information, their face, they might not like it. That's easy to avoid. It's easy to avoid, you know. Yeah.
They haven't
let's
really
have-
defined derelicts, have they?
Yeah. Good
You
point.
can
You're on the right path. You're on the
You
right
could, you
path.
could go.
yeah.
You could go. So, if you say derelict, well, something like derelict. So if you go to a pillbox, right, which is unoccupied, and for want of a better word, it's derelict, but it's just there. It's public, right?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Well,
Might be on somebody's land. Somebody owns
Yeah.
it. It's a
oh yeah,
building.
but you've got
Maybe
right.
golf
Yeah,
course.
but as long as you're not on, for argument's sake, if you're in a field and there's a pillbox sitting there, it's not. If it's not in the middle of there, it's on the side. You're allowed to go down the side of a field.
You're allowed to go down paths and you're allowed to go down byways and public pathways. But if you step off the pathway into a farmer's field, that would normally be trespass. Yeah.
Which is a civil offence.
But
It's
they
not
have now
criminal.
they no, it's not. But they have just turned civil trespass into breaking my bail. If I go anywhere that's a building,
Ah, yeah, building. There we go, building. That's what I'm getting at.
building.
Yeah, right. But
vacant,
but they haven't defined building, because you go into a
Yeah.
pillbox, it's not necessarily a building.
well,
It's a structure, which is
or is a building. I think. Yeah,
wow. Come on.
it is a building.
All right, it's a bit all right. I'll take it back. It's a building, but it's not. You could still do it. There's no what. What they're going to have a hard time pressing you for doing that, or going into a like a sub botanical place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mitch Seymour. Criminal trespass applies to certain locations, including Ministry of Defence sites. Which, if you go to a docks or a Ministry of Defence, trespass is no longer civil; it's automatically criminal. Docks, right? Be careful, folks. Docks and Ministry of Defence sites. You can't just jump over the fence and at an MOD base and go, oh, but it's just civil trespass. It's not. It's criminal. So be careful. Okay. I know that one. But
When
you
you're
make a good
saying
point.
docks, do you mean
Dockyards.
ports or
Ports.
You know, a place where
Not
shit
just like a
boats are.
boatyard, not a
Yeah.
Right.
There's sometimes an invisible line. You do not know where this invisible line is at docks. Yeah. And you could be crossing the line without knowing it, and suddenly trespass is no longer trespass. It's actually criminal because they're protected places, and they don't often make it obvious where the line is. It's a bit like Area 51. They don't tell you where the line is, but once you cross it, you can be arrested by the camo dudes because you didn't know you crossed the line. Yeah. There we go. They're starting to come in with it now. There we go. Tom's Urban Explorers kind of got it. Yeah. Yeah. Lindopsky says, steer clear of any castles. Well, that's a building or a structure. So I don't know who owns it, so I'd have to have written permission. Yeah. So he's kind of on the track, but Tom has got a bit more interesting. He says, what about going down a mine? Is that trespassing? It's not a building, is it?
No, it isn't.
no.
Da, 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 da.
You can go down your tunnels and stuff then, can't you?
Well, a
It's not
tunnel
a
is a
building.
tunnel. That's why they're called
Yeah.
tunnels.
Yeah, exactly. Still not a
Steve-
building though.
Steve Arnold says, and he's right, he says, don't break your bail conditions till they drop the charges. Oh, yeah, I'm totally with you there, mate. Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah, it's the best
Yeah.
way. Stay out of trouble.
It's probably a good idea for a little while. Yeah. Probably a good idea. But I've got plenty of videos in the bag to put out. I'll just have to re-edit them because they're ready to go, but I'll have to re-edit them saying this was filmed prior to the bail. Yeah. I'll put it in the description so I don't have to re-edit it. That'll be easy, wouldn't it? I don't have to re-edit the video and re-upload it. I'll just put in the description. I'll say prior to bail. Yeah. Right. I need to piss off for a second for literally piss.
Go on. Go and empty at one end and then go and get a collection for the other end.
I'll go and get some more beers as well, because I reckon beer is the best lubricant for fucking being fucked up the arse. Beer does lubricate very well for being fucked up the arse. Yeah.
Oh my days. I explore Norfolk.
Yeah, mate.
Oh dear. Are you alive, John?
Yes, I'm just reading the comments and
Someone's-
thinking, which is a bit hard.
I know that bloody
Yeah.
thing, malarkey can bloody get to you, can't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh.
Aye. So how's things going down with you, John?
All good, mate. All good. Just been busy doing garden stuff.
Cool.
Nothing interesting. I've been so busy. I haven't even been able to go out. I've been on leave for 2 weeks, and I haven't had a chance to go and explore or do anything yet.
Oh dear.
Haven't you know?
No. It's a bit of annoyance, really.
Yeah. Any more videos coming out of France or?
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 actually. I just haven't put them up yet.
Well,
Yeah.
I went to. I started editing one the other day, and then you know what it's like. I'm like, oh no, I needed to leave it because it wasn't going right. I'm like, no, fuck it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes when I'm editing away, you're working you get hours and hours in it. Then you try something and it's like, oh, it's gone. That part what I've just tried, it didn't work. You'll have to redo it, and it's like a kick in the privates, and you just
I did find.
I've had
I
enough.
did actually find some footage which I thought I'd actually lost. It's only about 3-4 minutes, but I'll put that up. But yeah, I might even go back and explore it again at one point because it's it's a bit strange.
It's been there all night. It's been there all night, but probably
I know.
nobody's noticed. Yeah.
but you've hired it up though, haven't you? Though that's all.
urbanlegend.co.ck. That means the Urban Legend as a website that's been registered in the Cayman Islands, the Cook Islands. Yeah. Yeah. I tried to register apple.cock, and the registrars would not allow me to do it because they said no, it's offensive. And I said, I bet you fucking use apples, don't you, you bastards?
Yeah. Of course
They
they do.
wouldn't
The ass kiss.
They wouldn't let me register apple.co.ck, apple.cock. They wouldn't let me do it. Money was there. It's expensive. It was going to cost about 200 quid, and they wouldn't let me do it. I reckon they all use fucking apples. It's just I'm just guessing. Yeah.
It'd be funny that though if you did obtain it,
Yeah.
then sent a message to Apple and they had to receive the message and send you a reply.
We could have
their
had a
face.
bit of fun.
Yeah.
Bit of fun. Yeah.
Definitely.
I think that the Cook Islands thought they'd get a lawsuit from fucking Apple, so they went no. Yeah.
Ooh.
Just register one saying my big.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got an idea. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got to go and have a look.
Oh no, he's
Yeah.
got
Maybe I should try iPhone.co.ck. iPhone.cock.
Yeah, that might work. Matt, data protection does not apply to dead people, hence ICO couldn't do much. Plus, it was only one record, and they're only interested in 10,000 plus.
Matt, data protection does not apply to dead people. You're not the first person to say that to me, actually, and it was 20 years ago when this accident happened.
No, but it's more of respect to the family, I think.
It is, and
Yeah.
and if you're watching now, I apologize to the family. I think I was trying to make a point.
It shouldn't be out there for public eye.
Shouldn't be out there. 20 years ago, 40 years ago,
Shouldn't be
60
there.
years ago, Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The normal rule is 70 years on private information from the Public Records Office. They'll blank out the names in Public Records Office documents for 70 years. They consider that is probably the time limit when somebody would have died. So there can't be offense. There can't be offensiveness, upset, because it's 70 years past the fucking limit.
Suppose their like parents of the deceased or whatever, their parents would have passed away. If the deceased had kids, then they're probably too old now to pass all the information on to their sons or daughters. And what they did pass on is probably not enough information for them to take it offensive or find that's related to their family. So
does anybody
possibly,
know
like you
that
say, 70 years?
President Trump said, I want to declassify all the documents to do with JFK's assassination.
Yeah, and he couldn't.
Tell us more, John. Do you know more? I know more.
Because because one of the people was still alive, or are still alive, happened to be head of the CIA or something. I think it's something to do with one of the Bushes, as in one of the President Bushes, because he was part of it. Am I right there, Matt?
I hadn't actually heard that. I heard I heard something slightly different. I mean, that's interesting because I hadn't heard that.
Well, was it not?
Yeah.
Which one was it? President Bush Senior. He was also head of, is it the CIA or
CIA?
the FBI?
Yeah,
the CIA.
Yeah, he was the head of CIA.
Yep. And he also had a lot of dealings, and it's been found that he had a lot of dealings in regards to that incident and other bits and pieces, because he was head at the time of it happened. Now, Trump wanted to go, right, we're gonna make sure that everybody can see it all.
Yeah.
And there was one person, I believe, who is still alive. But although he did get a lot of them out, he couldn't get certain ones still out. They still had to be redacted because he's still alive. And it all points to Bush.
Ooh.
I didn't know that. That's interesting. All I know is this, right? And I'm still that's put a piece of. If anybody's got anything, tell us in the chat, because I'm still going, whoa, from when I heard this. But apparently, Trump tried to say, let's clear the swamp, let's get this out, let's get UFOs out, let's get JFK out, let's get all this shit out, let's get it out, yeah. And Trump then was no longer president. And a certain guy called Joe Biden, Joe Biden who lied and said that he had college degrees when he had no college degrees. The guy that said he was top of his class when everyone in his class, including the colleges, said he was actually the worst in the class, So this guy, right, who was exposed many years ago for being a bit of a fucking liar, right? Then becomes president, and we all know about the laptop. Now now I'll give him credit. Biden is throwing his son under the bus, but then there's also photos of young Biden and adult Biden and mummy Biden naked on his hard drive. Apparently, weird. Yeah. Why are they all having naked parties on and it's all on his hard drive? And all of this was covered up. But anyway, Biden has actually said, I'll throw my son under the bus. Yes, because then you think that it's going to keep you as being president. No. There's too much shit on that hard drive for you to be fucking walking away clean. But what did Biden do? Trump said, release the JFK documents. When Biden came in, what was one of the first things he did? I'm going to reclassify them for another 50 years.
Oh.
Is that what you did? Yeah.
Yeah. Funny that, isn't it? Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, cheers, folks, because we aren't allowed to know.
No, but I suppose what could happen if a whistleblower said something
On what?
on the case, JFK case,
All right.
about what's happened actually in the files or something? Would they be
Well,
allowed to do that?
there are new whistleblower laws in to say that they will protect whistleblowers if what they're whistleblowing on is illegal.
Well, if a lot of people think it's assassination by the CIA, and if a whistleblower knew that and tried to blow the whistle on it, would it be able to blow it, or would they like get rid of them under the new rules? Know what I mean?
Like
Because that would be a shocker to the world, not just America, about what they've done about assassinating, well, presidents, aren't they, really?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Umbrella Man is saying Congress ordered the complete declassification in 27, and Trump didn't. No, I thought Trump wanted to, but Biden's stopped it. So I could be wrong. I'll check into that. I'll take you
No,
on
I
your
think
word.
Trump was going to release documents about JFK. I think he did some, but there's still like 2,800 of them which aren't.
Yeah. And there are billions apparently. Hang on, what's it saying? Sorry, it's just an alarm on my phone. There are billions of classified documents, and a lot of these are never going to see the light of day, because to declassify billions of documents is going to require hundreds of thousands of people to go through those documents to find out whether they're still sensitive or not. And there's no way they're going to get that amount of manpower to go and fucking declassify the documents. So what do? They shred them, and they go, "Oh, we didn't mean to do that."
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Because there's too much manpower, too much embarrassment, too much question marks. The thing is, people who declassify documents don't realize the bigger ramifications. They go, "Oh, that sounds reasonable. That sounds reasonable. I don't see why that can't be declassified." And they declassify it. If that comes out to the public and somebody goes, "That implicates this person and this person in criminality," yeah, and it's like, so other people like journalists put the pieces together, so they fucking can't. They can't declassify anything, which is why so much of it is always pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, because they're fucking scared. This is why Edward Snowden is fucking on the run, and this is why the WikiLeaks stuff was fucking so explosive, because all this stuff is out in the open if you're in the secret network, but if it comes out into the public, journalists go wild. They find out the truth, and fucking nations and fucking politicians fall like a fucking house of cards. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, just saying. But I'm just going to read back up now, because yeah, I think I asked a question, didn't I? And I'm not sure. Oh, Matt, I can go down bunkers and I can go caves and underground. Well, yeah, I can go into caves, because
What about bunker? Don't think a bunker you can, because it's building that,
it's
isn't
a
it?
building. A bunker's a building, so somebody owns the building. I'd need written permission. Yeah. So, but what about things that aren't buildings? What about open spaces? I can go to open spaces. They could still be quite embarrassing. I can go to open spaces. I can go to fields. I can go to, beaches. I can go to all sorts of places, and I can go to places and get permission. But do I have to go as far as getting written permission to go and film in a fucking place that is the public are going into? Say it's a place like a museum, right? It's a public building, but according to this, vacant and unoccupied buildings. Well, if I go to a vacant building, but generally the public are allowed to go to it because it's classed as it's classed as an open area that the public
a library or something.
Well, maybe a fortification on a cliff. It's a building, it's unoccupied, but it's on a public path that the public walk through and go into it, but I don't have the written permission
Ah,
of
right.
the owner.
A bit like Greenman Common, is it? Greenman
Well,
Common.
a lot of that's behind fences, but there's a public area where they walk their dogs and things like that, you know. But if I climbed over a fence, then that would probably need written permission. But like, you know, Greenham Common it's a common, but do I need written permission to be on a open space
No,
with no buildings?
no.
You know, it's a weird one, isn't it? It's like they haven't been specific enough about what I can and can't do. So
Yeah, but they've not stopped you from flying your drones, have they? Apart from the police taking them.
Yeah, exactly. Taking them because they're
So,
cold.
in a way, if you got your hands on another drone, you'd be able to fly the drone over that place without you
Yeah.
going in.
Yeah.
And of course the obvious one here, I just scroll down and see if anybody's written anything else. But the obvious thing is here, I think somebody else pointed this out earlier on, is like, I can't go in these places anymore, but I can go to the road outside them and stand on the road. Somebody else can go in and do the explore, and I can publish their footage because I can't go in, but I haven't broken the law because I didn't go in there.
And who says they didn't take your camera in for you? You can
Mhm.
They
do a
could
voice
take-
over later.
Exactly. They could take my camera in. I haven't breached that. I haven't gone into a building without written permission, but somebody else can take my camera and I can publish it on the channel, and I'm still okay with the bail. There are so many loopholes and it's too loose. The wording is too loose. And I'm glad, because I don't think they're going to tighten up the wording on that. And I don't practically give a flying fuck, because I've got plenty of footage in the bank, you know, to put out. But if it does become an issue, then guess what, folks? I'll get permission. I'll get fucking permission. Da, 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 da. And I'll get it in fucking writing. It's boring. Yeah. It's boring, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
The first question I asked you is, can you still do your work, make your videos and all that? And he says you can, but it's not as easy as it would have been.
Would have been, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the main question. At least you can carry on doing what you need to do.
Trespass is so wonderful. Trespass is amazing, right? A lot of people are scared by trespass and going on people's land, but the trespass laws have become absolutely fucking wonderful, because it means you can go somewhere, and provided you don't break in, and provided you don't damage anything or steal anything, the only thing the landowner can do is tell you to go and not come back.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's amazing. But they've removed my implied right of trespass by doing this. But that's fine, because what I'll do now is I will have to ask permission, and I'll have to ask, can I get it in writing or on camera? But they said writing. So imagine if I go up to the farmer and say, can I go and have a look in that building? And I film him on camera and I say, have I got your permission? You're the owner. Yes. You sure the owner? You're not just a land manager. Yes. So you really own it? Yes. Can I go in that building? Yes. That's still not good enough, because I have to get him to write it. It has to be written permission.
I have to.
Fucking hell. Written. I will get him to write it for me. I'll get him to write it.
That is true.
I'll get him to write it in felt pen on my fucking forehead, and then I'll film that.
Mark, did you say you've got a couple of videos to put out after this live stream?
Yeah.
Right, so when I end this live stream very soon, we know where to go. Obviously, Matt.
Do you want to go and have a word with your mum for 15 minutes and then
come
back and carry on?
Mummy. Go on.
I've got more beers if you've got more beers.
Yeah, go. Bye, Will. Go and talk to your mum. Bye.
Well, I'll need to start cooking and stuff now anyway, so I know it's late.
I think if you haven't had food, let's finish it. Yeah, let's finish it. But I think I've got most of what I need to say out of my system now, because as you can tell, even though I've had a few drinks, I'm fucking very, very fucking awake right fucking now.
Bing.
I don't know if I
Right.
want to. We could start a live on mine, and you could go make some food and come on my live after if you want. But I kind of feel like I've taken the wind out of my sails now, and I want to regroup. I want to write some notes because people have been telling me some amazing little extra things I never thought about, and they're like,
Hi, Melissa.
And I think what I need to do is sit down and write some notes, and then come back with a punchy fucking video. But I've got 2 videos which I'm going to put out on my channel right after this. And guess what? You're going to hate me for this. I am going to... Right. Okay. So sorry. Okay. Here we go, folks. I am going to do something I never, ever do on my videos. And I'm going to do it on purpose. Right. I've had to watch YouTube on my television with loads of adverts. And there's nothing more that I hate than adverts, because I've not had a television for 30 years, right? Because of adverts and because of the Iraq war and lies. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put an advert every, what do you reckon? 5 minutes? 2 minutes?
Ooh,
No,
2
2 minutes
minutes.
too much.
Oh.
2 minutes. People want to watch
Tell me.
something at least.
I've had to put up with adverts for the last few fucking days. So
Fuck your
what do you,
adverts.
how much do you think I should punish you to watch?
Not going
my
to punish
fucking,
me.
Yeah, because you're used to watching YouTube adverts, are you?
No, because I pay premium, so I got no adverts.
Ah, she's sensible. She's paid for the premium. It's expensive
Yeah.
compared to Netflix.
I
though,
know,
when
but I fucking hate adverts too. I refuse. I hate them. I hate them with a vengeance.
Yeah, I agree. 8 minutes, says Kerno. 8 minutes. Let's get a consensus. What do you reckon I'm going to put advert breaks for every 8 minutes? And it's not because I want to make money out of you listening to me moan, right? It's because maybe it'll make people appreciate the fact that my videos have an advert at the end and the advert at the beginning and nothing in between.
Yeah, that's what they normally are with yours.
It looks like Barry and Kerno both have got premium as well.
Yeah.
I think that all of us that produce content should have premium provided for free, because we're producing stuff that makes YouTube money. So why did we then have to? It's like you take with one hand and you give back from the other. They give you £10, and then they go give us £10 for premium. It's like, if you're making their money, give us premium for free. For fuck's sake, don't be so fucking anal.
Yeah, that'll be good for all the people who do have a channel. Get, like you say.
I've got an ad blocker. I don't watch adverts. I feel guilty that I'm not contributing to other channels that do what I do, and it's not. But I feel that £10, £11, it's gone up. It's gone up. It used to be like £10. I think it's like £12 now for YouTube.
Yeah, it's something like £12 now.
But the quality of the content you get on YouTube, even though, like, I'd like to think mine is stable and the sound is all right, but it's not. I mean, it costs millions to make a movie that appears on Netflix. Yeah, it costs millions. Prime, they make whole series and they're millions. And it costs me my petrol to go out and film something. But YouTube want all the money, and they go, give us your premium £10 a month to not have adverts. And the adverts are so horrifically spaced, Sam and Jess. Yeah, fucking, yeah, right? Sorry to be a bitch, Sam and Jess, right? When I worked with Sam and Jess, I always said, I will not put adverts in the middle of the videos because it hurts the experience, because people are just getting into it and then they cut away.
Yeah.
And then it's cut away again. And fucking Sam and Jess, some of their fucking videos are like every 5 fucking minutes, an advert. Right? It's just rude.
That's what I said to you as soon as you said the minutes. I said, oh, don't make it 3 minutes, because at least we want to see something instead of just an advert.
Yeah.
That's my reaction as soon as you said it. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Tracy Jackson said it's £25 now. No.
Not. It's not 25 at all. No, it's not.
I
No,
thought it was
it's
more
not.
like about £11 or something.
Yeah, it's not 25 quid.
Is that
Right,
ad blocker
right.
still works? Because YouTube
Yeah,
were
it
kicking
does.
off with that, weren't they?
They're
About
saying
that.
they're going to change it so that you will not be able to use an ad blocker in the future. But I
Yeah.
mean, my
There's other ways
justification
around getting around that. Is it? I don't remember paying 16.
$16.99. No,
Yeah.
they
It'll depend on what type of what browser you use as well, because certain browsers don't allow you to do certain things, others do.
AU says, I'll have an advert every 30 seconds, please. But this is the point, right? I mean, I think I won't go 30 seconds, but I get, this is the point. Some people are greedy on YouTube and they don't give a fuck about your viewing experience. They just want to grab the money, and YouTube are money grabbers too, because they want to fucking take more and more and more. And it's up to 50% now of everything you get. It goes back to YouTube. And then after that, you're meant to pay tax. So it's like fucking, you get fucking nothing, It's gone down and down and down. The amount that people can make off being on YouTube has gone down and down and down. Unless you know it's PewDiePie, you're fucked. Yeah. So the memberships have really helped, and I thank you for being members. But the point is that, I mean, like, I've had to experience like 3 or 4 days of fucking hell of watching adverts, and I didn't realize how bad it had got, because I don't watch adverts because I use an ad blocker. But Jesus Christ, it hit me how bad it is. These channels are mean. They're fucking mean. I'm getting 5 minutes advert, 2 adverts, another 5 minutes, 2 adverts, another 5, and I'm like, Jesus, I can't watch this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
It's torture.
It's fucking torture.
Yeah, that's got a lot worse on YouTube. I've noticed that myself.
Yeah, that's why I did what I did, because I was sick of it. Because even Simon knows, I'm like, I'm not fucking watching this shit. But then he won't pay for it on his, though. He won't pay for it. Oh, well, I'm not. And I just sit there and it's like, adverts.
We all know another YouTuber that I used to go out with a few times and do videos. And once they got monetized, they put the first video out, and the adverts were about every minute. Oh no, it was every two minutes, and the video was an hour long.
Oh my God.
So I contacted him, said, look, that's too many adverts for your video. When it wasn't me that did it, it was YouTube that did it. So I went, YouTube, put that many adverts in. And he went, yeah. And the next time he did one, fair enough, there was adverts in it, but nowhere near as many. You know what I mean? It just shows some people are just
very
money. Yeah.
It's very greedy.
And now that YouTube is not really mentioned on people's channels or even seen no more.
Thing is, I think if you put loads and loads of adverts in your video, YouTube will promote you more in the algorithm, because they get more. Because the more you get, the more they get. But the thing is, that's a very, very negative loop, because it means that people are pissed off, so they won't come back to your channel again.
True.
But those that do bother to come to your channel get raped.
Yeah.
It's not right. YouTube is going to end up, it's going to be like a tail, like the Ouroboros, the snake that eats its own tail.
Yeah.
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 That's what one of my snakes called.
Yeah. So YouTube, if it's not fucking careful, is going to end up alienating all the people who are watching it. They charge too much for premium, because ultimately premium on YouTube should be cheaper than Netflix, because Netflix provide better content than YouTube. Hey, you just got 20 quid from Brian PC.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you very much. You know what that means? Give me a minute.
He's going to talk to his
I've not had one for a while, so
he's going to go and have a piss. He's going to have a chat to his mum. But you, Brian PC, might have actually got him to stay on a bit longer.
Yay! There you go. I bought this ages ago. Snake eating its own tail.
Ouroboros. Yes.
Yep. And that's what one of my snakes is named after as
Oh,
well.
that's actually a figure 8 eating
Yeah, I know.
centaur.
Well, it is. If you actually look at it, it's got a figure 8. Yeah.
Yeah. The
I
classic
knew it was going to be a
Ouroboros.
firework.
Classic Ouroboros is a circle.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah.
I know that's more like an infinity, but I know. But that's the only way they could do the statue. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Nice though. Nice.
Oh
Is
yeah.
it Ouroboros?
I love big figures, me.
Isn't that some type of cult thing as well, or like it's in some Masonic thing? I'm sure of it.
Well,
Normally is.
It's quite ancient. You've got some ancient kind of graphics like the Yggdrasil. Do you know what the Yggdrasil is? The Yggdrasil. Yeah. I think it might be might be Welsh actually. Yggdrasil. Yeah. It is a roots going into a tree and the tree coming up like a mushroom.
All right.
And
But
it's
that's
almost
life a bit though.
that's the Yggdrasil. Yeah. I could probably bring it up actually just so people don't know what if they don't know what we're talking about.
I'm not wearing a tree of life either.
Just before you do that, let's get
Oh,
this
he wants
over
to
and
put all
done
his
with.
lights and stuff on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Uh
for
oh.
people who don't know,
Oh my God!
Sparkler on.
we get fireworks. Excellent. Thank you very much. It's all down to this guy here.
£20. Thank you. Yeah.
And just in case, don't worry,
Wouldn't it be easy
I've
just
got to show that.
That's all right. I'm just giving you ideas now.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for doing that. Not had one of these for a while, like I say, so much appreciated.
Yay!
So cool.
Oh, that's cool anyway.
Yeah.
Fair play.
And
We haven't had
obviously,
that for a while. Fair
No.
play.
and obviously I was going to end my live chat very soon, but I'm going to leave it running a little bit longer because obviously you're enjoying the conversation.
Go and have a chat with your mum and come back on.
Yeah.
Have you got any beers, by the way, Will?
I've got one here, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise. Fucking cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers, big ears.
Cheers. Yeah, if you go off, sort your mum out, come back on, or I can start a live stream, but I'm not going to discuss much of this on my live stream because I'm going to keep it.
Excellent, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay,
news on the screen there.
By the way, folks, if you wanna send some donations to Mr. Will, he does do a lot of stuff, and he doesn't get as much donations as I do. And he does go out and do the stuff that we do, and he doesn't get a lot of fucking donations. So give him some love.
Thank you. I don't ask for it, but
he doesn't fucking ask for it.
But it's appreciated. So if it does come my way, you get a firework or whatever.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Look,
and if you would have given love in real life, go to Armageddon.
Will is so polite. Will is so polite. He's one of these polite YouTubers. Show him some love. The thing is, people they forget that it does cost money and time and effort. And this poor fucker here, he's had a fucking stroke, right?
Yeah.
He's had a fucking stroke, and he's still fucking out there doing it. He's still got symptoms of his stroke, and can you tell he's got a stroke because he fucking hides it well? He hides it well, but he's not fully well, okay? And he's still fucking trying to produce content for you on YouTube, and he hides it fucking well because I know he's not always well.
Yeah, right? Thanks, Matt, for saying that. Yeah, much appreciated.
He fucking puts in. It's easier for me. I haven't had a stroke, right? I got plenty of fucking energy. He's had a stroke. Coming on tonight, right, and doing what he does tonight, right, is not as easy for him as it is for me. And I'm just saying, okay? So you want to show him some love? Show him some fucking love.
Yeah. Excellent. Thanks.
Fucking subscribe. and click like, which is what I always say. I don't give a fuck if you subscribe to me. Click dislike. Yeah. But fucking subscribe to him.
Subscribe only takes 2 seconds.
Give him some fucking love. Hey, Explorer
There's Brady.
Brady.
Hi, Brady.
Give
Hi,
him some
Brady.
love, because he's gone through a fucking lot, right? He's gone through a lot. He looks after his mum. Very fucking well. This lad he's a fucking legend to his mum, right? He's a legend to his dog, right? Yeah, because his dog. I heard the story about how he got his dog the other night, and it almost brought me to tears.
Matt, I will just shoot off and leave us to it for a little while.
Yeah.
I'll start cooking my dinner now before it's getting too late.
All right,
Okay,
mate.
You know what I mean? I need to get
Scram.
something done.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Are you going off, or are you going to come back on?
I'll come back on. Yeah.
All right.
I'll just leave you chatting for a little bit.
Yeah, go. I noticed that.
And that's
You go and have a
one of
chat to your mum and cook some food, or I can start a live stream. You can come on mine later on. But yeah. Show him some love, folks. He's a fucking good guy. Will.
thank you. Yeah. That's why I've slowed down as well, putting out the videos and not doing as much content that I used to do. I used to get videos out every week, but recently, like I say, my health's not been great. I've taken more time to do things, so yeah, just bear with us, and hopefully
Night,
the
Ken.
ball will get going again soon.
Right, Ken.
So
Oh,
yeah, cool. Thanks
fucking.
very much, everyone.
Oh, Brian
see you.
PC. Brian
you.
PC's just donated you another 20 quid, mate. I mean, what a fucking legend.
Yeah, just
You're a
no. Just go and do your fucking food. Oh, he's off again.
He's fucking doing it again.
He's not
Go and do your food.
get very far.
Yeah.
Got to give something back, haven't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
And where else
fucking
do you
hell.
get that?
Yeah.
I've not seen this on other people's channels before, so something
Full screen.
different.
Full screen.
Yeah, if they can not burn my face.
There we go, folks.
So excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. Much appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will's such a nice guy. I mean, fucking, there's a lot of fucking chances out there. There's a lot of people who are fucking out there just to fucking make money and fucking and stuff. And Will is just one of those nice guys who fucking just does it because he loves it. And yeah.
Where's your marshmallows?
I know.
Yeah.
There, marshmallow. Oh crap! It needs to be toasted.
Yeah. Oh. And you know what I know he wants to go make his food, right? Will just got back into a job where he was working with cars, and he was fucking loving what he was doing because he's into electrics with cars, and he's into cars. He's into his bikes, his cars, and he fucking got a job that was like the fucking peach, and he had a fucking stroke right in the middle of fucking just getting into a job that he was enjoying, and it's really fucking it's knocked his fucking legs out from underneath him. It's knocked his legs out from underneath him, and he's coming back, with his videos, and eventually I hope you'll be back in your fucking job, mate. Sorry about the bad language, but this guy is trying really friggin' hard, and he's had a few nasty tricks played on him with our Lord Savior is challenging him. And you know what? If you're a good person, you get challenged. Yeah. That's why I think if you're a good person, your challenge is harder, So there you go. He's a good guy, and he's being fucking tested and challenged. So
Definitely. It's not
Right,
fair.
he keeps going.
Yeah. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He's like fucking Thank God he's not Duracell, otherwise he wouldn't still be here. Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
Energizer for the win, folks. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. He is a legend. Yeah. Urban Explorer. He's a legend because the legends fucking keep going. You know, they keep fucking going.
They do.
You know, they don't give up. Explorer with Brady's just donated £2. Thank you, mate. He said, "Urban legend, I love you, mate." Yeah, there we are. Will is such an unassuming bloke, you know. There's no pretense. He is what you see. He's a lovely bloke, you know. And what he's done for his mum and his dog, you probably don't know. But he's a fucking good bloke, you know. Yeah, maybe he'll tell you all about it one day. He told me the other day, and like I said, I was almost in fucking tears when he told me about his dog and how that came down. Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Yeah, there we are, blaspheming again. So I can't talk about lords and saviors. I am a person who believes in a higher spirit. I don't know. It's not Muslim. It's not God. It's not fucking. It's not Jewish. It's not. I just believe there is some higher force, and it fucking comes down. And I think you're tested, and that's part of life. It keeps you on your toes, you know.
Well, that's not up to Matt to tell you about what happened to his dog. It's up to Will to tell anybody in his own good time. So, unfortunately, that's something Matt is not obliged to disclose.
Oh, but the thing is, though, Storm Chaser, you said what happened to his dog?
His dog's still alive.
His dog's still alive, and thankfully, because of Will, his dog had a chance at life. He took on something that if it wasn't for him or somebody as good as him, his dog would not be there now. That's what I'm saying. But he can tell you the story in his own time. But it nearly brought a fucking tear to my eye, I can tell you, when I was told the story. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Will's going to come back to all these donations.
Wow. Graham, well done for looking after your mum, Will. He does. He's always there for his mum. This is why at 11 o'clock every Tuesday, he's got to have a chat with his mum. Yeah, because that's his time. And his mum comes first, you know. And that's why we finish at 11, you know, because his mum will always have a chat with him. But he chats to his mum throughout the day. He's much better at speaking to his family and keeping his family than I am.
It's the same. I can't be asked talking to my mother, but then I've got reasons.
Yeah. It puts me to shame. But the thing is, my philosophy is with my friends and my family is the next time I see you, we pick up exactly where we left off.
Yeah.
I don't have to ring you every day, but if I ring you up and there's a problem, then we'll chat. But if you haven't heard from me, it's probably all good. It's probably all good. Yeah. But Will is always keeping an eye on his mum because she's got health problems. I shouldn't maybe say that. It's for him to say, but he's got health problems, you know. But they're all looking out for each other. Me, I'm a bit of a loner, you know. I don't want to burden my dad with my bollocks, and you know, and he doesn't want to burden me with his bollocks. And my sister, you know, she's had things happen in her family. You know, I'm not going to mention because it's private, but you know, health things on her side, health things more on her partner's side. But like, you know, we don't burden each other. I don't burden each other. We don't need to know unless it's really bad. If it's really bad, we'll ring each other. But like, you know, that's just me. I'm just stoic. I'm like my Malamute stoic. She's kind of suppressed the fact that she was ill for about 12 months, and I knew she was ill. I took her to the vet, and the vet said, "Oh, do you see how it goes?" I knew something was wrong, but she's stoic. I'm stoic. But you know, it's good to talk to people and get this shit sorted out. Don't be stoic. Don't be proud. Talk. You know, talk. Yeah. Storm Chaser says family comes first.
Yeah.
I'm shy. I'm shy. I don't like to fucking burden others with my shit. But sometimes it's good to talk. I've been talking to people for the last few days, but it takes a lot to make me come out of my closet and talk, because I don't want to burden people with my shit. But it's good to talk because I feel a lot better now. I really do.
That's good.
I've known people, friends of mine who've committed suicide, partners of mine who committed suicide, because they keep a lot on board and they don't let it out.
Yep. Ugh.
Yeah. Far too stoic. We all need to be a little bit more less proud and let it out. Let the emotion out.
Ow.
Maybe some people, male and female, need to learn to cry a bit more and fucking let it out.
Cry. No.
No. All right then, I won't cry.
No, I don't cry much. Fuck that.
Do you know what?
In time.
I've cried. Do you know when I've cried? I cried when my grandmother died. And I've cried when every one of my dogs have died.
Yeah, because animals are basically family, and they're ones that you can talk to, tell them everything, and they'll sit there and they'll take it all in.
Yeah. And although I've been very disturbed by the deaths of people around me who've committed suicide, partners and various other people, I didn't cry because it's complicated. I'll have to think how to explain this, but they were capable of understanding what was going on, and they were capable of changing it if they wanted to. And the only people I've cried for are those that can't express it, like animals. They can't express what's going on, and I found it very sad. And I found it very sad with my grandmother, because I felt that there probably was more that could be done. And yeah, but some things are, yeah, there's some people in my family and some friends I have not cried for, because I knew that they could have possibly done more. So I didn't cry, but I'm kind of, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one to explain, but yeah, I cry for those that can't help themselves more than those that could. Yeah.
Shit, Derek, that is horrible.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah. Some people are very, very proud, and some people refuse to get help. And some people, when it's even at death's door, they refuse to acknowledge where they're at and to get help. And no matter how many people tell them, they don't accept help. They're very, very stoic, and I can be kind of stoic too. And I realize that you shouldn't be. So I've kind of adopted. If I'm ill, I go to see a doctor. Whereas people I've known who've refused to see a doctor have ended up dying. Yeah. So if you're ill, go and see a doctor. If you feel ill and it's bad enough, ring an ambulance. And those that refuse to and have ended up dying, although I'm sad, I find it hard to actually shed tears, because we all tried to tell them, they refused, and they chose their own path. Maybe they wanted to die. Maybe they wanted to. We tried, they refused. It's hard to cry because they chose their own path. And there are some people I know who wanted to die. They literally wanted to die, and nothing that anyone said could fucking change their mind. It's hard for me to cry when somebody did exactly what they wanted to do.
Oh, the fudge much, is he?
They chose that destiny. We all tried, but they chose it. So how can I feel sorry for their loss, but I can't blame myself, you know, in some circumstances. But yeah, anyway.
There you go, Brady. You have it now.
Yeah.
Should be the right one, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Right. I'll be back. I'm gonna be back in a minute. I'll be back.
Let the doggy out for a wee.
Yeah.
Hello, John. So you said you're off. Is it because the kids are off school, or you're just off on leave?
No, I've just taken 2 weeks off.
Don't blame you. You would.
Yeah, taking 2 weeks off and had things to do. Which I still ain't finished. It's weird though when you don't. It's weird when you don't work because like I don't know what the fucking day is.
You used to. The thing
Everything
is,
just
your body's in a
blends into
routine,
one.
isn't it, though?
Yeah, it all blends into one. I'm like, what the fucking day is this?
I don't know how you fucking cope, because when you're in a routine, it's like as soon as you stop, it's like, oh shit, what do I do now?
I feel more knackered when I don't do anything than I do. Like the other day, I didn't do much one day. I had to go to various things. And honestly, in the morning I just sat in a coffee shop, I think, or McDonald's, one or the other, and did fuck all other than drink a bit of coffee and listen to whatever, and that was it. And I was so fucking knackered.
Well, you've knocked yourself off, you lemon.
Oh, we'll come back.
He's meant to be letting Brady on, and he's knocked himself off the numpty. Hello, Luke.
I'm good, thanks, Luke. Yeah.
I'm okay.
Looking forward to Armageddon. Trying to work out the day and what to do and so forth. So I've got a bit of research to do and other bits. If you haven't got tickets, please do so. Get tickets now. There's not many left at all. Links in the chat.
Definitely.
What can I say?
I can't wait. It will be cool. And it just means more filming. Because I like. So, yeah. So I'm going to be doing some filming tomorrow. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, if I get a chance, I need to go out and do something. But I really haven't had a chance, and it's like it's getting to the stage where I'm like really pissed off with it.
So yeah. Just always trying to think of things to bloody do, but I've got some things on. And then after we went to some caves last Thursday, I was actually surprised I managed to get them videos up. So we've got more plans. So all I got Simon is, so we're going here, aren't we? I was like, are we?
Luke, I'm not sure what you're talking about, man.
Yeah,
where's my ticket? You wired the Muna.
The Muna. Well, no, because it's all digital. It's not going to be physically in your hand.
No, it'd be on. If you've done it, you should have an email. I think, is that right, Jackie?
I can't remember. I might do, but it's already. It's all been saved up.
It's
last time I checked.
Dice, isn't it?
Yeah, mine was saved to. Trying to remember the name of the bloody company now, because I remember.
The company's Dice, isn't it?
Dice, yeah, that's it. Because I've still got Dice on my phone anyway. I've still got it saved.
Yeah, so it will be in your Dice profile or whatever.
Yeah, that's where mine is. So I've got it all saved up on that. So
fax mine.
Dear me. Uh-oh. Matt's attacking the random people. Oh, doggy! Doggo! I actually showed on my videos the latest video playing with doggies. One was a what was I playing with? A French bulldog. I would have said 2 pugs, but one of them buggered off. So it was two dogs I was playing tug of war with. It was quite fun. I usually end up doing that when I go around to kids, both my two oldest kids got dogs, so I go there to play with the dogs. Fuck the family. It's like, no, I've just come to see the dogs. Bugger you lot.
She's like, you got no more treats now. I'll go. She's like, have you? She goes, no.
Like,
She knows
bye. You're no good now. You've got no treats.
She's telepathic. She doesn't really know how many treats I got, but somehow she does. I think animals are telepathic.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised.
I think I'm telepathic. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know her routine though, because she's old enough now. You should know all the standard things that she does.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes if she thinks I've got treats or a packet of crisps or something, she'll sit in the bed for an hour. But she kind of instinctively knew then, or something, she instinctively knew she'd had all the treats. I had 5 treats.
She can
She
probably
knew-
count them.
knew-
They are intelligent enough to be able to do that. Why not?
Yeah.
She's not
Well,
going to tell you, but she can
they-
tell by sight, though.
They know when if a wolf or a fox or something like that, or many animals, they go back to the nest and they go, oh, there's another one, right? And they take it away, and then they know, oh, I've got all of them now. But it's like, they can add up. I think they say some animals they can add to like 5 and things like this. They know there's 5 in the nest, and they know there's 4 more left, 3 more left. Is it smell? Or is it numbers? They say they can add up to a certain amount of numbers. Crows, a lot more.
Oh,
But
they're
like
very intelligent.
foxes and things like that, they reckon up to about 5. They know they've got 5 pups, and they have to keep coming back to get them. Is it smell? Is it numbers? Yeah.
Why not?
Is it both?
You just don't know. But they are. That's why they have because I keep watching. I know I've seen cats do it and dogs with all them buttons, and how the intelligent know which one to press for an answer, or if they want something.
Yeah.
Why not? They remember. They know where they are. Shows how good they are. I think it's awesome. I love it, mate.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Right.
Don't worry about it.
Let's get the old snuff out. It's not cocaine.
No,
Right.
it's snuff. It's the old-fashioned stuff instead of smoking.
Just tipped it all on my fucking leg. Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
who's the daft lemon for doing that?
I'm not gonna try to make it all depressing, but just so it's like it feels like I'm not sort of chatting bollocks on my own. But like, has anybody had any family members who've just turned round to you and said,
Oops.
"I've had enough. I want to go. Don't prolong it. I want to go." Has anybody had any, like, when they're getting old?
Oh,
Or am I dragging up some fucking emotional shit here? Tell us in the chat if you've had any family members who've said that, because I know I've seen in the eyes of some of my dogs. It's like,
yeah, they've had enough.
I've had enough. I've had enough.
Animals do, though. You can tell with animals.
Yeah.
You
But-
know
but
that we're just
people-
keeping them for our own bloody greed. Like, when the poor animal's like, well, look, I'm in pain. You've done everything for me. And there's not much more you can do. I know you love me and I love you, but at the end of the day, it's time to say goodbye. And it's fucking horrendous. It's horrible.
Why Manjo says Snuff used to bring tears to his eyes, and then Storm Chaser says my dad did that. Well, that would bring tears to your eyes, wouldn't it, as well? So you don't need Snuff. That's tears to your eyes.
Yeah.
And then Pandajit Singh says, "Oh, go on, then make it more depressing." Well,
Right.
I'm not trying to make it depressing. I'm trying
He's
to make
talking
it
about life in
emotional.
general.
I'm trying
Hi,
to make
Gail.
it emotional to show that we are human
Emotional
beings.
damage.
Emotional damage, yeah. Right, we are emotional beings. It's not depressing, because the thing is, when people have got to go, sometimes they do have to go. And
Yeah.
is it down to me to make the decision for them? or is it for them to make the decision for themselves?
Sometimes I can't always tell you unless you see, like you said, facial expressions.
I mean, some people take it totally into their own hands, and they said, "I've had a guts full," and they commit suicide. I've had some of those.
I think when people know the time, they know their time. I mean, I'm not going to put any names here, but a very good friend of mine, their mum was ill and in hospital.
Yeah.
And they said, we're just visiting them, etc. And thought they're going to probably come out, in a day or so, and saying goodbye like we always did. And they said to me, "Can you look after for me?" And I went, "Yeah, sure," like normal.
The person, yeah. Can you look after the person?
Can you look after my mate, basically? I went, "Yeah, of course." And they said it quite a bit, but this time they said it like, "Can you look after?" I went, "Yeah." And then it wasn't until I'd sort of gone out of the room and got in the car with my mate, and thought nothing of it. But it wasn't until I was thinking, all right, okay, you know what? That person, they passed away that night.
Sometimes you can tell.
Did they want you to do it because they couldn't face it, and they knew you were stronger than them, and they knew you could handle it, and they needed you to be there, to be by their side, because they couldn't handle it, and they knew you
I don't know.
because...
My mate had gone out the room at this point when they said it to me, and I'm like, yeah, of course, I'll see you tomorrow night. I said to them, and I don't know, but it wasn't until years later I told my friend this, and he's like, yeah, fair enough. It was his mum, and but they knew they were going to die.
Yeah.
And it's strange looking back because until, obviously in hindsight, looking back, they knew, and there was no doubt about it in their mind, but they wanted me to look after, obviously, their son. And yeah.
So. Oh, right. So they were, oh, hang on. So was it the son that died?
No, it was the mother.
Right, they wanted you to look after the son because the mother was dying, so they just wanted you to just make sure.
And the mother, the mother basically said to me, and literally said to me, "Look after for me," and I went, "Yeah, of course I will."
Yeah.
And I'll see you tomorrow. They went, "Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow," and then
they passed away.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that very nice that they trust you to look after their son, to buffer them from the fact that the mum's going to die?
Well, yeah.
There's an amazing amount of respect there for you to be able to kind of, can you deal with our son whilst mum's going to die? Because we don't want to kind of get the son in on the room while they're dying. Because, I mean, like, some people like to be close when there's a death. They like to be there to hold their hand and kiss them when they die. But some people think, well, that child can't deal with that. That's a bit too much. It's going to be a very burnt in memory. It's like Father Christmas. It's sometimes better to people to kind of like, let's go to Disneyland whilst somebody's dying. It's almost like, and I'm not saying it like that, because Disneyland is obviously a happy place, but it's almost like, John, you can just, take their mind off it, whilst we're dealing with the graphic goodbye.
Yeah, it was strange in that, looking back, it was strange for them to say it.
Yeah.
But I understood, down the line, I understood exactly what they said and why. And it wasn't until years later I said it to the person. I said, "Look, this is what your mum said." And it was very emotional. But I do think when people know when their time's up, they know. When they're off, if they're ill or whatever.
And not just people know when your time's up. I tell you who else knows when your time's up more than people. Let's just line up this fucking camera.
Animals.
There you go. They know when you're going to die. Your animals know when you're going to die before you do.
That's why you have service animals as well. You get ones that can detect when you're going to have a stroke, when you're going to have a fit, or even animals detected cancers and all sorts.
Yes.
They just know, because I've heard of animals keep prodding and prodding and prodding, there's something wrong. Prodding and prodding and prodding, there's something wrong.
They have animals which are trained in the United States that go round care homes.
Yes.
And the animal will sit down next to the person who's going to die that night. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. There are animals which have been trained, like drug dogs. You know, drug dogs can smell cannabis and cocaine in a suitcase. Yeah. But there are animals that can detect cancer.
Yeah.
And various diseases in people better than machines can, better than scanners can, better than x-rays, better than surgery, better than blood tests. Dogs can smell a cancer. They can smell diabetes. They can smell problems, and they know when you're going to have a fit. Jackie's got it perfectly right. We haven't even tapped into the amazing things that animals can do. Absolutely amazing. So when she ends up in the body of one of her anacondas, like and eaten, right? We'll say this animal knew by smell that she didn't know what the fuck she was doing, and then she was good for a meal. Yeah. So then we'll go. That anaconda knew exactly when she should be eaten. No, I'm only kidding. Sorry, she hasn't got any anacondas.
Where have I had anacondas? I'm not that bloody stupid.
Yeah.
There's some dumb people on planet.
Yeah.
Like the ones that keep bloody retics. Now they are
or lions. People who keep lions in a flat on a 6th floor apartment. Yeah, and they wonder why they end up being eaten. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb as well.
Yeah.
That's why you get that thing, dumb ways to die. That's one of them. It's true.
Tell us in the chat, are we going too weird, too dark? Because John's just shared a very personal moment. And
because it's still part of life, isn't it, at the end of the day? And it's other people's personal experiences. Everybody some way can experience something negative and something positive. You just
Barry Baz Big Baz a Little, he's changed his name, by the way. He's not Barry Little now, he's Big Baz a Little. Hit a comment, but I didn't see what it was. But anyway, all comments are probably okay to a point. But this is an emotional subject, so vent. Vent.
No, that one was a bit more sectional, like saying all women show the muffs and Jackie show your muff, and it's like, fuck off.
Well, if I had my 3D glasses on the table now, because they've been taken away by the police and put in a box. More about that in a video in the future, because there's a big box of stuff that has been probably damaged and various other things, but I won't go into it now. If I had my 3D glasses, you would know that I'm more than interested in that material, but I haven't got my 3D glasses, so yeah.
Muffler.
Yeah. But no, seriously, folks. I mean, like tell us your stories. If you've got something that is emotional, tell us. It's give us a little bit of perspective. Because if enough of you say stop being depressing, I guarantee you I can fucking curve this round into a fucking comedy zone.
Oh, exactly. Things can change. It's just whatever way things go. Oh, shit. I'm just turning somebody's lights off. She's going to sleep. Oh, dear. Don't you bloody start. Bloody start.
I've said nothing. What do you want to do?
Yeah. I can tell by your expressions. So don't even go there. I know you do bloody well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be glad I'm gay. That's all I can say.
I don't give a fuck. Gay or straight, well, either way.
Yeah.
You're just you, so that's fair enough for me. I don't care.
Simon's got nothing to worry about. I'm gay. I'm just a voyeur.
Simon
Okay.
knows that anybody did come on to me, they'd probably get blazed sparked first by me. But he hasn't got. He knows he hasn't got no fucking problem. I'll just tell him to fuck off.
Oh, guess who's come in? That's a very young-looking photo of you. Is that you? TNMT forever. Is that really you? Oh, my Brady. Hang on.
Matt.
Hey.
Apparently, it was a not.
It's not her.
No, it wasn't. her.
No, it's not her.
Nope.
The trolls are in. You got me for a second. You got me for a second. I
Oh, the
was
trolls are in. Welcome. Welcome.
Really? I honestly thought we didn't have many trolls tonight. Jesus.
Oh
Christ.
no, we
Well,
get
they're bridges,
job
aren't
ones. Yeah, no. You know what they're like.
Anyway, well done. You got me for about a second and a half. Thank you.
Trolley, trolley, trolley.
Brady, thank you for your donation on behalf of Will, because that was very kind. Unless
I
that
know,
was that a fucking troll? Was that you?
No, it fucking wasn't.
So the trolls are donating now. There we go.
Well, bloody hope the trolls do donate.
I
They
would
might as
never
well
do that.
something
No,
to go
no,
for a
no.
change.
Yeah.
Will's a fucking awesome guy.
Yeah.
He, bless him, as you know, he's been through a lot, and I've just been generous, and there we go.
Yeah.
I like you, Will. Love you, Will. Will.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've had a few drinks tonight,
Oh,
Ciao.
brilliant, mate. Cheers. What you drinking?
and I brought some beer back.
Estrella, no, Moretti's.
Moretti, yeah,
Yeah, you like your
Um,
Moretti's, I've noticed.
I do.
What's all right? You're still coming on my live on Thursday, aren't you, Matt?
Is it real Italian beer, or is it just like marketed
Hang on.
Italian? Because I actually,
made in
I actually-
Edinburgh.
well, made in Edinburgh to a recipe, because like
Yeah.
Cause
Fuck.
Cause
Bottle opener. Back in a second.
yeah. All right.
He's a
I'll wait till he comes back till I continue that conversation. Then just remind me, Cause, and they make beer for other people. So if he comes back, remind me, because I forget.
Yeah.
I'm shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still coming on my live on Thursday, aren't you? What do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying no, but what I'm saying is, hang on,
Oh.
it's Wednesday, so that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I will not get a chance to do a live stream of my own until Friday or Saturday or Sunday then. Right. Okay, that's fair enough.
But I only do my lives once a month.
Right. All right then. Do you want, because I think I've said enough now on other people's live streams, which is going to probably get them a lot of views, because I'm talking a lot on their lives. So I'm not saying like I'm going to go, ooh, I want to keep the best stuff for mine. But what I'm saying is, I mean, I don't want to kind of repeat what I've said on your live stream. So how about I come on your live stream tomorrow? I promise that we won't really talk about this other than to say, go and watch Urban Legends, and we talk about something completely different and positive.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it for 1 or 2 days before I fucking do another live stream where I start ranting again, because
And I don't blame you.
yeah. So tomorrow we'll talk about spiders, insects, or some other fucking shit that doesn't involve me being a moany cunt. Sorry, did I say cunt?
Which I don't blame you for, because they're being cunts, and they are cunts, because they're cunts.
they are
They're
being
cunts.
We've already
They're
gone through all
fucking
this
cunts.
already.
Sorry, but they are. They're just being fucking absolute arseholes. And they're just cunts.
Yeah, we know
There we
that.
go.
We
Yeah.
told you that ages ago. Oh
Sh-
my dear.
Should we finish? Should we? I'll bring just 1 or 2 quick points in the chat, because I'm useless at chat. But Storm Chaser said my dad did that, so I'm thinking what he's saying there is his dad said, "I've had enough," and so he wanted to go. Yeah, if that's what I'm getting, tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Pandajit Singh said, "Oh, go on, make it depressing." Well, all right, maybe for a couple of minutes more, but maybe we'll
Can do.
turn it round. Turn it around. This poor bugger lost his gran recently, and he's been to the funeral, and he
Yep.
said he had a nice time, because funerals can be a nice time to meet people you haven't seen for a while, and you can reminisce, and you can talk about the good times. And cheers to your gran. What was your gran's name, Brady?
Pamela. Her name was Pamela.
Pamela.
Sorry.
Everybody wore
Cheers,
pink.
cheers to Pamela. An immediate
Thank you.
joke comes to mind, but I'm not going to fucking say it.
No, but thank you, man.
You all wore
Thank you.
pink, didn't you, for the occasion?
Oh yeah, you all wear
Yes, I
pink.
won't show the photo, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they all wore
because
pink.
it's got
Yeah,
family in it. But
yeah.
no, we all did. We all wore pink. I wore a pink shirt and a pink tie, and her
Yeah.
favorite colors were pink and purple. And she loved flowery stuff. She was a very like gardening kind of person, and she loved that
Yeah.
stuff.
Was
There we
one
go.
of those ladies that because I haven't put the video out yet. One of the ladies at the Riddamoon,
She was, yeah.
Pamela Jeffries.
I was gonna say something now. I thought, I better not say, because it was on video. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I asked her off camera. I was like,
Was that a name? Because I was
think it
having
was
I was having trouble because I emailed them and said, "Can you tell me the name of this lady and this lady, because I want to credit them in the video."
Mm.
But I've from previous years of trying to get in touch with Riddamoon, they're like, you send emails, you get no response. So I had to kind of try and work it out by looking at the still, zooming it in, and trying to work out the thing. And I think it's Pamela Jeffries. So anyway, sorry, I digress. But I like to credit people, especially if they're making an effort to take us out on a tour. But yeah, sorry to hear about your loss, mate.
yeah.
And you were on a live stream with me talking about the fact that things were getting close, and right after the live stream
Yeah.
that night, she passed. And yeah, so that was a lot timelier than expected. Yeah. Jesus. So sorry, mate. I'm sorry. You were only just talking to us about it on the live stream, and then it happened. Just maybe mute yourself if you need, mate. I thought that was I thought that was a very, very, very odd night. It was a very odd night, that, mate.
Mm.
Yeah. So Jesus, it brings it up, doesn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
I remember many deaths of many people, and I go, and I bring it up to this point, and I go, no, I can hold it in. Brady, bless him, I love him to bits. He's not a man who's afraid to let it go.
Yeah.
I wish I could be more like that. I'm a bit more brittle, a bit more abrasive, a bit more fucking hard. And I wish I could let it go a bit more, because Brady is a very good guy who's a very emotional person. And you've seen him when he's done the paranormal stuff. He's much more in sync with what's going on in an emotional sense than I am, you know. And Claire is very, very, very tuned in, and she can sense more. Brady senses more.
Empath.
I go in and I go, nah. Even if I'm feeling things, I dismiss them. Right? I'm very nah. I'm not going to be. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling that, and I dismiss it. But I wish I was more on tune. Brady and Claire are very, very emotionally clued in, and yeah. So you need to you need to trust the centers. You need to trust the sensitives. You know, Brady's very sensitive. Claire's very sensitive.
Yeah.
I am not
Sorry,
sensitive
guys, I
enough.
need to take a break
Yeah.
for a sec.
Yeah,
It's
no
all right.
worries, mate. Brady, hugs, mate.
Yeah. My heart goes out to you, Brady, as well. Because you've
Hugs.
gone through quite a lot as well.
Yeah.
I wanna fucking hug you in person, mate. Yeah, but you are a sensitive and nice guy, and the fact that you care and you have emotions makes me feel fucking like bad, you know, because I feel I should have more emotions. I should have more caring. And you care more than me, mate, and I feel bad when I see that I should be more like you.
It's what life throws at you, though. You've gone through different things in your life,
Yeah.
and Brady's gone
It
through
does
different
change.
things in his, and obviously it
Yeah.
affects you in different ways. Where Brady's
Yeah.
more emotional, and like you say, Matt, yourself.
Yeah.
That's my mum. Sorry, I'll have to just.
Yeah. Oh,
Oops.
Jesus.
I'll add him back in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. No. The thing is, this is the thing. See, I mean, like I wish I could be more emotional, but I've had some fucking knocks that like make me fucking a bit like tough, you know. And I wish I was more emotional because I regret not being more emotional back when it mattered. And the thing is, it's like just the way you've been brought up and the way you've been fucking conditioned. And I wish I was more emotional. I really do. But I feel like Mr. Spock, and I don't want to be Mr. Spock.
Mm.
You know.
Go and wash your face, Brady.
Yeah, fucking Molly.
Thank you, Mum.
Have a
I
drink,
love you,
man.
bud.
Have a fucking drink, man. Have a drink. Oh. Brady, do you know what? I fucking cried. I cried more for my gran. And if my dad's what my dad did not. Right. I hate saying this, but my dad kind of understands it a little bit. And it's family, and maybe I shouldn't say this online. But I cried more for my grandmother when she died than I did for my mother.
Didn't you say you're more closer to her though?
But your mum's still alive. Your mum's still alive, Brady. So it's hard for, you know. I don't know what relationship you got with your mother, but my relationship.
No, me and my mum are very, very close.
Good, yeah, good. But like, I had a very fraught relationship. It was almost like a challenge of minds. It was like a challenge of wills. You know, it was like, you know, and I never got so. My grandmother, right? My grandmother didn't care about who I was. She just loved me for who I was. My mother cared about who I was. And she was a bit judgmental about like what I should and shouldn't be. And my grandmother said, I don't care. I just love you for who you are. And that's, unfortunately, I hate to say it, I cried more for my gran than I did for my mum, and that's fucking. I have trouble with that because I think that shouldn't be right. But I had so many fights with my mum, and I didn't have so many fights with my gran. I cried more for my gran. And I think my mum did more for me than my gran, but I also fought more with my mum than I ever did with my gran.
Oh, fuck off, bitch! Open the fucking door.
It's a weird
Sorry,
one.
guys.
It's a very
Yeah,
strange
it's weird.
one. And,
Yeah,
and if my father is watching, I apologize. I apologize profusely, but you know, there are some people who have not judged me. My uncle hasn't judged me. My grandmother never judged me. 2 of my uncles never judged me. But my mum was so judgmental. I felt very, very sad when my mum went. But I also felt very what's the word I'm looking for?
What are you doing? You're trying to scare the animals.
I felt very numb. Yeah. Numb. I didn't know how I was meant to feel. But I did know I did know how I was meant to feel when it was my grandmother. And I did know how it was meant to feel when it was my uncle.
I'd like to say, I know this is probably nothing new to anyone, but
yeah,
I am bisexual.
What? Well, I'm
Never
going to
seen that one coming.
I'm going off for a wank now.
Yeah, there you go.
You could shut it up. So I can get away from
Jesus Christ, folks!
Yeah, thank you, Brady and everyone. Let's see who's done it.
If you don't
Brady
if you don't get 1,000 likes and fucking 50 quid out of this live stream, I fucking don't know what. Fucking hell, folks. Let's have some fucking donations to the urban legend for him admitting he's bisexual on this fucking live stream. Come on, folks. I won't do this.
I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I don't give a fuck.
I will not beg on my live stream, but I'm fucking telling you, send him some fucking money for this fucker admitting he's bisexual.
Well, there's a guy that sent us £40 there. Thanks very much. There's Brady who sent us £2. Thanks very much. Tracy Jackson £1. Brady again £2. And Graham another £2. Kernow another £2.
I've been told, yeah, you got some PayPals as well.
I know, and that was Burgess, Bucharest Guided Tours. Thank you very much, Melissa Jones and Barry Little. I don't know what's going on there, but thank you very much, everyone, and stuff like that. Yeah, I much appreciate it, and
subscribe to this. Win. There you go.
I'm going for a piss, but you can fucking be guaranteed I'm coming back.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
Yeah, but that was a surprise, Brady. I wasn't expecting you to come out with that. Know what I mean?
Suppose you can tell sometimes with what paid people are, but you just keep it to yourself.
Well,
it changes nothing.
It doesn't change anything for me, and you know,
I'll still give you a hug when I see you, big boy.
Yeah,
you can have it. I'm not afraid to be me anymore, and I just can't be arsed. It's me, and that's what you get. So,
yeah, as long as you're happy, who gives a fuck.
I like a bit of both.
Mate.
There you go, guys. If you don't like it,
yeah, it's tough shit.
It's not my problem, is it? Really? There you go.
It's fine. I don't care. Just.
I love you all the same.
No.
You know, it's not going to change anything, and I don't change as a person. It's me. There you go.
No, exactly. When we met up and all that, you didn't give us no signs that you what you are and stuff.
People
You know
don't
what I mean?
walk around with big glowing
It's
signs
not-
like, look what I am, look what I am.
Exactly. And I
No,
don't
but
claim.
some of them do wear multicolored rainbow colors to like shove it in the face.
Those are the fucking idiots that do shit
But like say Brady, when I see Brady, I just see him as normal mate, and when he came out just then, I was like, never seen that one coming. The first words, know what I mean? And obviously, it's still my mate. I'm not going to ditch him now. And Matt has been my mate for years as well, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
it
change
changes
nothing.
fuck all.
No,
Hey,
it doesn't.
No, nothing changes, right? The only thing I've got to say is that where was it?
I'm never going out with him again. Fucking hell.
But he's only jealous now, isn't he? That's why. He's only jealous. He's not the only one in the village. He's not the only one in the village no more.
What's on Brady's shirt? That's questionable. Like,
Don't feel safe now. Don't feel fucking safe now. He'd be looking at my arse.
Well, there you go then.
Well, we all look at your arse, man, because it's so fucking big. I mean, come on.
It's not as big as it used to be. Yeah.
That's because I've been tapping it.
Look,
No, I can't.
I'm obviously going to be sarcastically taking the piss for the rest of the night now, but not in a bad way.
No.
Not in a bad way. Let's put an Urbageddon fucking. There we are. Up behind. So there we are.
I'm sure a lot of people had a clue, to be honest. I was never.
I always wondered, but see, people think that I would know something like that. I don't fucking know.
You don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can tell by people's mannerisms but you don't. At the end of the day, you don't care because you don't treat them any different anyway. So
I don't treat anyone different. I don't speak any different.
Well,
it was just...
I never knew anything.
No.
Matt, you're fired.
Look, I didn't even know. Don't care.
He's not Cam. He's not Cam. A lot of people used to know me as Matt, the crop circle maker, crop circle Matt, or Welsh Matt, or Lights Matt. Yeah. When I came out 20 years after they fucking knew the fact that I'd had many boyfriends and fucking all sorts of shit, the moment they knew I was gay, do you know what they fucking said? He's now gay Matt.
It's shit though, because at the end of the day, it doesn't change you as a person.
Yeah, but the thing is, did I achieve lots of respect and fame through shagging blokes? Or did I receive a lot of fucking respect and acclaim through being a crop circle maker and a UFO researcher? They forget that.
Yeah,
you definitely know
the moment you come out that you can be interested in the other sex or the same sex, they forget all of that, and they
it's bad. It is.
Bad. So you're not. So sorry. You're now exploring with gay D. I'm afraid. That's what. Sorry, it's just a joke.
I don't care.
Forget that.
I don't give a fuck.
Sarcastic joke. Forget that. No. Anyway,
hey,
there
you go. I was going to say you definitely know Fufu. He took it to the next level and
you're
got famous, like you say.
You're not Camp. You're a bit of a fucking lad, and this is why people couldn't get it past, because they thought I was a bit of a fucking tough nut. They thought, he's a bit of a skinhead. He's a bit of a rough run. He likes he's got opinions. He can't be gay.
I've got fucking friends.
He can't be gay because he's not a fucking foo-foo. He's not a puffda. Yeah, but just goes to show you can't fucking tell, can you?
No.
Yeah.
And next week he's going to come out saying that he's a psychopath killer. So stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, and next week that sounded like. And later on we've got John with the weather.
Yeah. Oh, am I odd? Hang on a minute.
Brady might possibly swing both ways if on the right occasions, and aliens have invaded, and here's John with the weather. Yeah,
here's John.
Hi. Today's weather's been cancelled.
That I can believe.
I'll be honest with you, I've known for years. I've been known since I was fucking probably
I don't know, 11, maybe
Really?
12.
Yeah.
But I've never. This is quite weird for me, but yeah, I've never seen so. But it's just never been a problem for me, and since then it's just like, oh, do you know what? Fuck it, I don't care. If people know, they know.
No, it's good that you've
Well,
came out
I-
with it
I-
because it shows that you got enough
Comfortable.
confidence out there.
I've got
and you're
nothing.
comfortable with
I've got
yourself.
nothing to be ashamed of,
Exactly.
and I don't give a fuck what
Exactly.
people think. If you
Yeah.
don't like me, you don't like me. If you don't, then fair enough. But I like both.
What's that song? I am how I am. I am who I am, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will never change and never will. And
You say
you know,
potato, I say potato.
yeah,
Who's
well, and
presented to you?
I've got a lot of amazing friends behind me, and
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I-
Really, to be honest with you.
Here we go, right? I kind of say like,
But it was
probably-
quite funny when I said,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Fuck!" I didn't realise that. I kept it quiet, and
No,
I'm being very honest
I
because
always
there are a lot
wondered-
of like.
I always wondered, but I never asked. I never asked you because it didn't seem to be a thing that you needed to ask. Because if you wanted me to know that, you would have told me. I didn't need to ask.
Nope.
That's right. No, nail on the head, mate. I mean, Brady, I had no idea. Doesn't
No,
change anything.
I would
Not
never.
bothered.
So I never said anything, which is quite weird because I thought they don't ask.
No.
Kind
Mate,
of be like,
do you know what I've
and
learned?
that's
about
why
the-
I never said anything because I thought, well, there's no point saying anything. What's the point?
Yeah. Do you know
No,
what
it's
I've
not-
learned about the media, right? And
Hmm.
and about being online and
Well,
various other
fuck it, I'll
things.
come out of
Right?
it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Thank
People
you,
don't-
Nocturnal Frequency Radio. Thank you, man.
Oh, there we go. Right. You gonna come
My
on? and
man
tell us-
Joe.
Yeah, but
Good on.
nocturnally, you're gonna come on and fucking tell us you fucking married and got kids and you're fucking gay as well. Now, do you want to fancy coming on?
I take it up the arse. There you go. Who wants to
Yeah.
fucking know? There you go. I don't
Yeah.
care. I give a fuck.
Hey, some people are gay and don't take it up the arse. They like to give it, not fucking receive it.
Yeah, I've heard that actually.
Everyone's different. I've known people who class themselves as gay, but they don't like having sex.
There you go.
Work that one out. Yeah. Yeah, I know that's a bit of a weird one, but I mean, I've known people who are extremely camp. They're like fucking, oh, hello, lovey, and all that, and they fucking.
I'm not
married.
like that.
They're,
Fucking
they're
hell.
married. They're married, and they got kids. And I've misinterpreted the fact that they sound very camp as meaning they're gay, but they're not. They're just effeminate, but by nature, but they're not actually gay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very hard to tell. It's very hard to tell.
It's quite
Also,
funny because
if
the
you-
other day,
If you're happy in your
my
skin-
mum. Sorry, my mum said to me the way she went, "Are you gay?" I went, "I like both." Mum, and she went, "Sorry, oh, I knew that." It's like,
Jesus.
you know.
There you go.
You were even bloody new.
That's nice.
See?
That's nice because Brady is close enough and like emotionally attached to his mum enough that she can honestly say to him, "Are you gay?" And he's like, "Nah, a bit of both." And there's no
Yeah,
problem.
exactly.
And there's not a problem. Isn't that very sweet? I find that very, very sweet. I
She was
love
very. She went to me. I knew years ago, love. Don't worry. I went. Oh, all right, okay. Because mum's a mum.
Yeah,
You
they,
know,
they work. The majority of mums can work it out.
I-
So
and I said to her, "Oh, you know what? It's good to, because I speak to my sisters about it. They know and all that." I'm like,
Mm.
"Well, what do I do?" And she was like, "Just say something. It's fine. It's not a fucking secret anymore."
Yeah.
So just ask Gabby
But
why.
there you go, guys. Yeah.
It used to be something you could get sent to jail for, so people used to keep it secret, and it might have been a good idea to keep
And
it
I
secret.
don't want to
but
be
you
a
know what?
secret anymore.
We live in a
Um,
different time, and I'm glad your mum could speak to you about it, and I'm glad you're not embarrassed to speak to your mum and your sisters about it.
I'm not embarrassed. No, I'll never be
I
embarrassed
wa-
about anything.
I was.
That's
yeah,
what I
but
meant
that
there,
was
but look,
different times, though, weren't it, Matt? When like years ago, and things
That's
like
what I
that was very rarely said.
Sounds like one of my
It was,
wives.
to be fair, Jack. It was, to be fair.
That comment down
I mean,
below there.
He's got multiple wives.
Sounds like one of my wives.
Yeah. I wondered how many wives he's got. That's all I'm wondering now, after him saying
Yeah, I
one
know.
of. Yeah.
So
Let's-
you know,
let's-
all those. Can I say all those emails? You know, you signing me up to gate things. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh my
And I
God.
Now, can I say something?
See,
I
Mel,
like rainbow.
No,
Oh,
Hello.
Melissa,
I
you
knew
Mel,
rainbow
you-
was.
no, Melissa, no. You have to sit there all evening and just nod and not say a fucking thing.
No.
Let's see whether you can do that.
I can't. I'm
And
gonna.
if you could do it,
correct you all.
I'll sit there as well. If you could do it, I could do it. We'll both sit there and say fuck all.
I like fucking rainbow. I like rainbow, and I'm not gay.
Very, very
What
pretty.
are you doing my jumpsuit?
I fucking hate rainbows.
Oh, fucking.
All right then. All right.
I don't care.
Right. This
I
is gonna
know.
make this is gonna get everybody embarrassed then, right? Seeing as we've gone like really weird now, right? Yeah, because like I wasn't expecting that.
All I've done is let Melissa in.
All right. I'll start.
That's weird.
How about it's not my channel, but how about if I start in that direction, all that direction, right? I'll flip a coin, right? And we'll
What was
see
that
which
finger all
direction-
about? Like a fucking gay doll or
Right.
something.
God, I don't
No, no, I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say without explicit details,
Uh-oh.
has anyone ever had a thought or an action that wasn't all strictly heterosexual and normal, right? So I say heads is your heads is your clearly heterosexual, right? And tails means thoughts have gone through your mind, or maybe something's happened, right? But you don't have to tell us the whole details, but just say there's a thought, just a little thought has gone through your mind. So heads, tails, right? Right. And what it is, right? I say heads, we go John's way, tails, we go Will's way. If you want to, should we say you can skip and come back later on? You are able to skip because you want to formulate your thoughts. But let's say heads is clockwise and tails is anti-clockwise. Ready? So
I'm very confused.
right.
Drum roll,
It's
please.
heads. It's heads. So it's heads. So it goes round to John. You are welcome to skip if you, he's gone.
Oh, where's he gone? Where's he gone?
Bad stream.
Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
you can't get away like
Oh,
that.
look.
Come on, John. There's no
first,
hiding.
Jackie first, right? Jackie first.
Oh, he's hiding again. He's hiding again.
yeah.
Come on, John. Come on.
Yeah.
Can't hide.
Yeah. Because
No.
I mean, like you know,
What do you want me to say? Yeah, I've looked at someone male and gone, yeah, they're all right.
whoa, fit.
Yeah, but not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. It's not something I'm into, but I have no problems admitting it. Going, yeah, they've got, yeah, they're all a nice arse, or they look handsome. But you know,
If you were going to be shot in the head by Chinese communist fucking insurgents, and they said you must fuck somebody, right? And it's going to be a male. Which one would you choose? What you're saying is then basically you choose the one with a nice ass rather than like fucking like syphilis.
Or the
You
saggy one.
choose the nice one instead of the one that's got syphilitic sores.
Who got
Or the pig
pig
in the
their arse
field.
cheek.
Right. Okay.
I don't know.
I
That's right.
probably
He has
exact-
gone downhill this now.
Well,
It hasn't. It's
I-
fine.
that makes perfect sense. I would, yeah. There's certain areas we probably shouldn't go into with these conversations. We're not going to touch paedophilia and no dodgy areas. But what we're saying is between men and women of consulting. Yeah, maybe they're doctors. Maybe they're doctors. They're consultants. Men and women of consultant age, with PhDs, right? Have you thought about it, and or do you deny it? Do you like live in this like Christian world? Like I cannot think about that because that would be against God. I cannot even think about it. Or have you thought like, oh yeah, maybe only with him though. Maybe do David Duchovny. David Duchovny. I'd never fuck arse. I do not fuck arse. I hate arse. But maybe David Duchovny. Maybe I one night, as long as nobody ever knew about it.
Not a clue who he is.
Does anybody have a fucking clue who it is?
X-Files.
Mulder.
The X-Files.
Oh,
man.
X-Files.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
X-rated files.
Now I must admit, Matt
Yeah.
said I have a nice horse, but he's
You do.
the way he is.
You do, Mel. You do.
Mel.
You do.
I mean, I was so impressed. I was so impressed because
It's very peachy.
if you'd have
What do
been
you
Say that. I don't
expect?
care. I don't give a fuck.
if you'd have been a bloke, I would have accidentally fallen into your ass with my face. You know. Yeah. Oh, Stacey.
Oh dear.
Oh shit. I know we're in comedy mode, but I'm sorry, Stacey Sims. I'm sorry to hear that. I won't mention what you said, but yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, right, back to comedy.
I like to fuck ass. There you go. There you go.
I like a laugh. I shot
What?
my own bollocks off in the wall for a laugh. Right. Tell us in the comments who made that joke.
It's weird. I
I
don't
like
know
a
how it is
laugh.
weird.
I like a laugh. I shot my own bollocks off in the wall for a laugh. Only people from the UK would understand or recognize that reference. Tell me who told that joke. Who was that joke from? Sorry.
It's not out
Anyway,
of
I'm
a
gonna-
TV program, is it?
You get extra points if you get it
I want
right.
to say Monty Python.
I was just going to be real. But there you go.
Yeah, I
was
was
a
gonna say, was it a TV program or like?
Yes, it was a TV. It was a comedy. BBC Two or BBC. Yeah, BBC Two.
Oh, hang on a minute.
So
I'm
I'm
gonna
narrowing
say-
it down.
I was gonna say Blackadder myself.
Oh no,
Black
no.
Just off.
Storm Chaser says Rowan Atkinson.
Would you
No,
let
no,
anybody ever touch him?
It was it. It was
You.
Monty Python, wasn't it?
no, no,
It wasn't.
It was,
no, nothing to do with any of the
I think
members
his
of
own
Monty
cat.
Python. And,
Peter
and
Cook.
Rowan
I think his own
Atkinson. Rowan Atkinson can be kind of sarcastic like that, and also the R.I.P.
Faulty Towers.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Rick Mail.
Rick Mail. Why do you? Oh, thank you. Rick Mail. Rick Mail was also quite brutal with some of that sort of comedy. No,
Oh, yes.
it wasn't. No, not him either.
No, not that one.
Or
9
Adrian
o'clock.
Edmondson.
No. Now here we go then. If we mix it up and we say not Rick
Young one.
Mail. Yeah, young ones, yeah. It's because you got it. Right. Not Rick Mail, not Adrian Edmondson, but something to do with the young ones.
Oh, I weren't mate with the
It
long
was
hair.
Nigel
What's his name?
Planer, Lad.
And now it's time for
Not
something.
Nigel Planer.
band, Yeah.
No. Can you imagine
Vivian.
Neil? Can you imagine
Don't
Neil from the young ones going, "Oh, come on, guys, let's have
No.
a
I know.
Yeah. You're
Let's have a
going to
look.
do this now.
I shot my own bollocks off in the wall for a laugh." Right?
Oh,
what
it's him that plays. Was it Lexi Sale?
Yes.
Nice
Yes.
one, Jack.
There you go.
Well done.
Yeah. Because Neil was too.
Yeah,
Peace,
he was. He was
man.
too
Peace.
bloody hippie and
Yeah, he's
Down,
not going
down,
to.
down.
He's not going to shoot
I'm
his
a
own
hippie.
bollocks off.
no,
is
he wasn't. Yeah, I actually remember it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stays in my
Yeah.
head.
Anyway,
Oh.
right.
Anyway, yeah, I'd just like to say,
Anyway.
yeah.
So
I've come
yeah,
out as,
you have
this-
now come out. Are you
I
feeling better
knew.
for it?
They
mate.
knew I knew,
Happy days.
but
I don't give a
it's not
fuck.
for me to say.
Yeah.
No, don't
That's
give a
what you
shit about what anybody says about you.
Love you, Mel.
Love you too, Brady. Mwah.
Love you, Matt.
Love you long
Love you,
time.
Jackie. Love you, John.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I love you
I'll
all.
have to
It's not
Love
going to
you too,
fucking
man.
change anything. You know, at the
Definitely.
at the end of the day, it gives a fuck what people are.
Well, to be honest with you, I
know.
think Matt's got a nice
If
horse
you've
as
been
well,
watching me, yes, you
saying.
probably thought.
I'm just saying.
I don't
Well,
care.
you're
I don't really
respecting,
give a fuck.
respecting my arse.
I was
Thank
looking
you.
at your arse when we were walking, doing
Love you,
that
Matt.
walk.
Yeah. My
Like-
girlfriend years ago
Mhm.
said
There we
I have
go.
a really nice arse.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Proper peachy, nice
Mm.
and peachy, nice and.
But now
You know, one
seeing
of
as I'm more into blokes and women, I kind of reject that because I want to have that compliment from a man now, not from my previous girlfriend. Fuck her.
So they were like, I don't know, buy a mask and turn into a man. Would that make any difference by saying you have a nice horse?
You're still
I-
female though.
I could just
Yeah.
walk in with like one of those full
Jackie's gonna
heads
grow
of a
a beard.
man, go, oh, Matthew Williams, you've got a nice horse. You might go,
Yes.
Nobody's ever
was gonna
filmed
say.
me my arse. Nobody's ever filmed my arse. I'm always filming other
I
people's
have.
arses.
I just
But,
haven't
like-
put it on screen
I
yet.
felt yours,
If we could have a vote, you know, like the Olympics where they hold up the cards, you know, it's like so we have like all the arses like out on the ice skating rink, and we'd be like, ooh, look at this, and ooh, look at my arse, and then they
Should
hold
we
up
do
the
a guess the
scorecards,
game?
right? Yeah, but there's no cameras on my arse, is there? There's fucking cameras on all of your arses, but not on mine. Not many times.
Yeah, John, might be able to put this on your Armageddon show. No, a vote to everyone in the
Herbageddon.
audience.
Yeah,
Herbageddon.
let's all get our
Yeah.
asses out.
There, John,
Who's got the
remember
sexiest
that.
ass?
Yeah,
And then,
remember that.
Yeah.
Whose ass is this? And then you got to guess who
John.
ass it belongs to.
we've been talking about what can
There
we
you
do
go, what
at
can we do?
Armageddon.
Yeah, should be arse-ageddon. Arse-ageddon.
Somebody take a note of this because I'll forget. I've had too many to drink now.
It's all
Right,
right,
somebody
I'll
take a note
remember.
of this,
I'll
right?
remember
Right.
straight.
Okay. Possibly karaoke. We're not going to say who or what. I'll do it. I'll do it when I'm
I'll do
drunk
it.
enough.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do a karaoke when I'm drunk enough, right?
I'll be outside then.
Right. There's been talk about introducing people, pointing them out, saying, hello, these are all the different urbexers, and maybe some of them might feel like they want to come up and have a word. I was talking about.
or, yeah,
Just
like,
don't do it to Kaylee. Just don't do it to Kaylee, that's all.
Anyway.
Yeah. The thing is, right? The thing is, that's only going to mean that this mouthy cunt is going to be on there for 3 hours, and everybody else is going to do 5 minutes because I can't fucking
How
shut
do
up.
you know? Same
Yeah.
as me. But I'm.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I
So
couldn't
you're
give
gonna
a
have to
rat's
drag
ass,
me
really.
off. You're gonna have to drag me off for one of those sheep hooks. You know, the sheep things. You're gonna have to drag me off the stage.
Hey, you can't
you'll
get away
enjoy
with
that too much, though,
couldn't
mate.
you?
I can't do that. I have to get a leather collar for you or something.
I talk like that without drink.
One of them shot colours.
Yeah, shot collar.
Yeah.
Sharp, man.
And I remind every single one of you when you're all pissed what you've done the following day. You know, like the day before. I'll remind every single one of you.
That's not a bad idea,
I won't
actually.
be pissed. I won't be pissed. So.
Yeah. All right. If you can find a shock collar that doesn't actually really, really badly hurt, I'll wear a
All
shock
right,
collar
okay.
Uh-oh.
because I do like. I have been known, when drunk, to be tortured, right? And
Okay,
Okay.
Hang on a minute.
wait.
We're only round the
Hang
corner
on a
in the
minute.
hotel. You know what I mean? What's
No,
going on here, right?
Yeah, you're telling us about BDSM now.
no,
I'm glad I'm not in this
Bit of bondage.
hotel.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
in our hotel.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm in a different one. Thank
Can
you,
I
John.
say
something?
Thank you very
Here you
much.
go the next day with smiles on our faces.
Don't fucking blame me.
It was a bit
Yes.
weird for me to say that tonight, and I'm just going to say it was
I
kind
never-
of
It's
like.
all right, I'll get
fuck.
bondage on you next
I
fucking
just- I just-
Armageddon as well. Get some
I
leather
just
on
didn't
you.
want to.
No,
I just didn't want to people to think, "Oh, fucking hell, he's come out." I was like,
Don't care, bro.
there he goes. There he goes.
Yeah.
He's come out and now he's gone off.
He's gone away.
Yeah.
Where's he gone?
What's this green triangle like?
I didn't even know I was into being tortured. I thought the thought of torture was horrible. But I went to a Subgenius, Church of the Subgenius gig in Italy, and I was so drunk and smashed out of my face that somebody came out wearing a pig's head and nappies, right? And he was brandishing a whip, and he was going, "Hey, hey!" And I was like, that's fucking mental. What the fuck's he doing? This is funny as fuck. Ha 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 ha. And he was whipping the whip around, and I said, "Oh, well, fucking come on, then. I've never known what it's like to be whipped. I've never known what it's like to be whipped. I don't reckon it'll hurt because I'm so drunk." So I said, "Come on, then." I said, "Come on, then, Mr. Pighead man, with your fucking nappies on and your fucking whip, right?" I said, "Come and give me a whip." And I fucking stood there, and he was fucking giving me lashes. I thought, I was like, "Is this what Jesus felt?" I don't know. I don't fucking what the fuck. I thought it was actually quite nice, and I had loads of slashes on my back, and I was like, "This is not as I thought this was going to be really painful. It's actually quite stimulating." It was weird. I didn't expect this at all. I did not expect it. I thought it was going to be horrible, and I would be like, take me to the hospital. Yeah. But he was whipping. He was, and I said, "Somebody else try it." So they were all having a go, trying to whip me and trying. It's not easy to whip. It's not easy to whip. It's not easy to whip somebody because you have to get the crack right. So you have to like time it just right so the crack hits your skin. But I was like expecting it to be painful, and it wasn't. It was actually like woo, like being fucking tickled, and I was like, whoa. So I've been tortured, and I enjoyed it.
Fair enough.
Okay, more weird shit out now.
Only in Italy, probably illegal in the UK. There we are.
You're in your own bedroom. You never know.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to call it a night now. Anyway, it's getting too late for me.
Right.
He's going to turn into a pumpkin soon.
Yeah.
It's past 12 o'clock. It's like shit.
Yeah, let my dog out and all that as well. So
yeah,
just get things ready for tonight.
Oi, Brady, get back in now.
Before we go, look, one last one for everyone who's donated while I went up.
Full screen.
Who I missed.
I took you the tenner over. I don't know how much Barry did.
Oh,
cheers.
Has that gone without recognising that it was there?
It was 3 PayPal.
Yeah,
PayPal.
PayPal's always the best, folks, because it is. 50% doesn't go to YouTube.
Oh yeah.
The dress guided tours as well.
Oh yeah.
And Breda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody fancy going live still?
Go on then, man.
I'm not tired. I'm not tired.
Well, go on then, go live.
I've got to go somewhere tomorrow. I'm doing some filming, so I'm going to be going soon.
And also
later on. Yeah.
Also, Mark C as well. Thanks very much, Mark. It came through now. Can see it on the screen. So cool.
There's still time to donate, but donate through PayPal and he'll love you even more. But like, if donate to say goodbye, whatever.
And we've got someone else there.
To him because he has never had much donations and petrol money for all the stuff he's done. I have. He has not.
All right, everyone. And here's someone say good night as well. Hello.
Hello, Brad.
I will go live next if they want to come over.
Exploring with Gady.
What, you going over? You going live, yeah?
I'll go live next if anyone wants to come on.
All right.
Catch you all there then.
Yeah.
Bye bye, everyone.
No,
good night.
I want all the money.
There you go. I've dropped the PayPal link in the chat.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Thanks very much. Good night, everyone. Have a good time. Catch you all soon. Stay safe.
Before we go, Will. Before we go, right?
Go
on. How can you flip a coin to say which one of us should go live? So which one of us should benefit, right? Me, Jackie, Melissa, John, Brady, and you can't because you're going. So how can you flip a 5-sided coin and decide which one of us goes live. Keep it fair.
Do a vote in the chat.
Isn't that called a cute? Isn't that called one of them bloody Hexagon fucking things?
Can you do a vote in the chat? You can do a vote. Have you ever done one of those? Have you ever
no.
done one of those?
No.
That's a
Ah,
poll,
shit.
isn't it? Well, everybody in the chat, just put who you'd like to go live
All right.
next.
You've got 2 minutes.
Starting
The
now.
most votes
Starting
goes
now.
live.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go on Brady's. John's probably
Yeah, me
John's
too.
probably tired.
John's not going anywhere.
Melissa's
He's
up all,
staying there.
Melissa's up on all night because she's on serious medication, and Jackie has to go somewhere early tomorrow because she's going to
But
go and
she'll
film
stay
some
for an
people.
hour.
And then she wants me up on this live stream tonight. So
On
First
Thursday.
tonight,
Thursday.
yeah, tonight because it's
Oh,
already
yeah, it is
yeah.
tonight, yeah. Bloody hell.
Matt.
Ooh, hey.
Oh no,
Time
no,
flies.
it's not.
It's all going to be you,
It's
Matt.
Which Matt? There's
not
two
fucking-
Matts.
It's not fair. It's not
Just
fair.
put Brady.
I'm feeling guilt. I was hoping you were going to fucking say Brady
No,
or
don't
Right.
say you.
Yeah.
Don't say
I've
you.
got
Let's
it
go
set
to-
up. It's
Let's
set
go
up-
to Brady's.
set up.
Brady
It's
said
there.
he'll go live. So let's go
Okay.
to Brady's.
We'll go to
Go
Brady.
Brady. We go to Brady.
Okay.
Crazy John. Crazy John. Matt. Oh, come on. Give Brady. Give
Well, you
Brady.
can all,
Two
if you
Brady's.
all want
There
to
you go,
come on
it's live.
Brady's.
It's on.
Yeah.
There
There,
you
he's
go.
live now. On that one. Bye, everyone. Bye.
It's not fair
It's
because
Brady.
I've got too many
He's gone
subscribers. Right.
He's
Let's go over to
gone.
Brady.
Brady's gone
Let's go over to Brady first, and we'll sort it out over there. See you later,
Okay.
Urban Legend.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, he's just
Right.
gone live now.
We go to
All right.
Brady, and
I'm over
we'll
here.